All right. That's right. Down. Get funky. Ooh, baby. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. And welcome to the show. And it is Hump Day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are here live on this fabulous, fantabulous, amazing Wednesday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Hump Day. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hi guys, welcome back. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing people here today, as always. And let's see who is here today, shall we? Let's see. Hez is missing his window. Oh yeah, you got the light on though. Oh, that's from the chandelier, whatever. All right. There's a whole story behind that, but we'll get into that later. Let's see who's here today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. We got Greg Jonick here who's first. All right, Greg. Here is your happy dance. I dig it the most. All right. Yes. Yeah. Welcome to the show, buddy. Stefan St. German was number 2. The tyrant is back. That's right, back on the attack. Take no flack. I'll carry my gunny sack. I don't know. Hey, little Chihuahua, Big World's here. What's up, little Chi? Good to see you. Good morning. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. Yes. Cool, clear water in the house. Howdy, folk. Q also spawn. Boom, 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 boom. The triumphant return of Hess is nigh. Yes, I love it. Cliff Hickson, g'day, Al. Let's see, Greg Jonick, Stefan St. German, Cliff Hickson. What's up, Cliff? Good to see you. Still 25 minutes till show actually starts, so I'll get back to the video when I come back. All right, well, welcome there, welcome back. He's got Vegemite. Wait. Griffey, another Aussie in the house. News Now Voodoo tomorrow. You could tie Greg Jonick up or eat wires so he cannot use the Wi-Fi. I still don't have my voice modulator, but oh yeah. Well, you guys, I know you guys aren't going to tase me today because that's not a thing anymore. So, haha. Wait, what has? Oh, we're bringing the tasings back. Well, yesterday would have been Taser Tuesday. Shoo, I'm sure glad you were sick. Hey, maybe I made him sick. Anyway, hey, Doc No Story Time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Doc. Good to see you. Griffey, Cool Clearwater, Greg Jonick. Who else is here? Little Chihuahua, Stefan, Griffey, David E. Persons. He's back. Yes, I am. I am here. Oh boy, oh boy. Greg Jonick, Little Chihuahua, Cool Clearwater, Griffey, Stefan, Doc Leno, Little Chihuahua. Who else? Let's see. Donna Ray is here. What's up? Great to see you. Welcome to the show. Yes. Let's see. Terry Barnes. Good morning, friends. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Griffey, Terry Barnes, Donna Ray. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. And also, hello to you, as you slacker. I know. Man, welcome, Graham. Great to see you, as always. Billy Yank is also in the house. Good morning. Better tone down the background. It's too busy back there. Yeah, I know. We took one step forward, 2 steps back. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Mr. Thomas is in the house. Good morning, Hez. I see you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm all right. Well, I'll tell you guys what happened later. Anyway, Florida Jim is here. Good morning from Florida Rashers Breakfast Club. All right. Do. All right. Cliff Hickson. I watched Lucid Dream's latest video. Yeah. I was going to talk about Lucid Dream. In fact, I think I have that video queued up for later. Cool Clearwater. Rooster Cogburn is here. Morning all. 18th, always behind. Oh, no. Oh, the 18th person here. Oh, my goodness. All right, hold on a second, guys. All right, sorry about that. All right, Rooster Cogburn, Florida Jim. Let's see who else. Lisa Alcazar. Good morning. Good morning to you, Lisa. Great to see you. Let's see. Florida Jim, Graham. Sorsha Red Hair's in the house. What's up, Sorsha? Great to see you. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, from wherever you are. Yes. All right, great to have you here. As always, let's see. Little Chihuahua, Cool Clearwater, Griffey. All right, it looks like we're all caught up with the hellos. Hello. So, Yeah, I'm feeling better today than I did yesterday. But hey, Cynthia Karen Shaw's in the house. What's up, Cynthia? Good to see you. All right. In case you haven't noticed, I'm still who I am. My personality is what it is, but the energy level, you could probably tell, is a bit lower because I'm not 100%. Here's what I've learned. I learned a lot. When I first went down to Florida, I did notice that because living up here full time, from Chicago to Wisconsin and then to Florida was a huge change for me, back 2 years ago when it first happened. And I did notice that while I was in Florida, like when I first got there, I noticed that like I didn't seem to have allergy attacks like I used to have up here all the time. And I used to have them so often that I had a thing called My Pure Mist. It's this thing, it like makes steam, and it's got the face mask and you hold it on your face and you just breathe in the steam. I used to use one of those literally every day. My nose would get so runny and so stuffy in my head. I'd get these insane sinus pressure headaches. I went to the doctor to find out if there was anything I could do about it. I don't know, man. Take Sudafed. That's a whole other story. The doctors I was going to back then. But then I went to Florida, and as soon as I got down there, I noticed like that wasn't a problem for me anymore. But now I've been living down there for 2 years, just coming up here to visit occasionally. I'd either come up here to visit the kids or they'd come down there to visit me. But now I'm back up here, and yesterday morning I found out, and I mean, since I've been back, I've been feeling it. But yesterday I got hit with an allergy attack that probably would have been normal for me 3 years ago. But now that my body is adjusted to being in Florida, I'm not used to these attacks. My body isn't used to this anymore. So yesterday morning when I woke up, like I said in my comment section, I felt like I was hit by a bus. My entire body was sore. My head was just like, I mean, it was horrible. It was so horrible I didn't even do the show. And even now, like, I'm stuffy, I'm runny, and that's why, like, I went off screen. You guys don't want to listen to or watch me, do that. So anyway, I've been taking my allergy pills, but the problem is they make me drowsy. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying, man? Like when I do my like hippie guy character. But and I got a sore throat too. But also, it doesn't help that on Monday night after the show, I took care of everything I need to take care of for the month. I did as far as like paying my rent and all that. But I mean, I also did my laundry and I did all this other stuff. But what happened was, I was Googling where in this area I could get a money order to pay because my, landlord, I got to pay with money order or cashier's check. So I had to walk there. So I looked on Google where the closest place was, and it was like a 45-minute walk. So I walked there, and then, like I said, since I was out anyway, I did laundry when I was out there. And since I passed the dollar store there, I did some shopping. I bought a little thing of dish soap, and some other things, just little necessities that I need. So first I'm carrying my laundry and I do all that, walk to the laundromat, do all that, walk back, and then I walk all the way to the Western Union place to buy a money order and then walk back. And so all day Monday, I was in total over 4 hours I spent just outside walking around taking care of stuff. So I think that also didn't help me to feel great Tuesday morning when I woke up because my body was all sore from all that. And so Monday night, I lay down to go to sleep after all that, and the air mattress, which Uncle Artie gave me the air mattress, and it was the best air mattress I've ever slept on in my life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so thankful, so appreciative. Um, but as soon as I laid on it on Monday night, it popped like a balloon. So I slept on the floor Monday night. So then when I woke up yesterday morning, I was in the midst of an insane allergy attack, and I was sore and exhausted from walking all day on Monday, and I had slept on the floor Monday night. So Tuesday morning, I barely was able to roll out of bed. I just like, because I had this in the bedroom then because I was sitting on the bed, which doesn't exist anymore, which is why I'm in here now. Um, so uh, I had my laptop next to on the floor next to the what used to be a bed. So I just opened it up and went in the comment section. I ain't doing this. And I went back to sleep. Oh man. Whew. Anyway, I'm here today. I'm all right. Hopefully it'll get well, of course, not hopefully it'll get better. I mean, it'll get better in general, big picture, everything's going to work out. But at the moment, physically, and hopefully it'll get better throughout the course of the day. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I've been. And that's why I wasn't here yesterday. And that's why the set's different. That explains everything. We should have get less pizza today, though, because the good thing about me being in the other room is that I got my Ethernet cable, so I'm plugged directly in instead of using the Wi-Fi. So that's always a plus. Put a camping bed on your Amazon wish list, right? Sounds like Chili's sleeping better than Hez. Well, I'll be honest with you. Here's the thing: like as far as the air mattress, I don't. I'm not blaming my kids. Okay, they weren't jumping on it. They weren't acting crazy with it. That's not what I'm about. I just want to make sure that I'm making it clear that that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they popped it, but air mattresses aren't meant to be your full-time mattress with you and your two kids, three people sleeping on it. So because they were here as long as I had the mattress, they were sleeping on it with me. So it's like it had more wear and tear than a normal air mattress is supposed to have. You know what I mean? They're not meant to be your permanent bed. That's not what they're designed for. So I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Like I said, it was the best damn air mattress I ever had. And actually, the air pump was built in. Like you didn't even need a separate pump. What I was looking at, Graham, is they actually have these like memory foam, whatever toppers that you put on top of the bed on Amazon. But some of them are like 12 inches thick. So I was like, if I just had one of those and use that just temporarily until I could actually get a real mattress, that would be better than just sleeping on the floor. And again, if it's a foot thick, it's almost the size of a mattress. So and I don't have to worry about it popping like an air thing because it's not filled with air. But we'll see. Got to put tape on the. Well, it's funny. I took a picture because it came with a repair kit. I'll show you. I took a picture of the patch that it came with next to the hole. Let's see. I'll pull it up and show that to you guys. All right. The white square is the patch. And next to it is the hole in the mattress. See how much bigger the hole is than the patch? Oh, man. Hold on, guys. I got to go off screen for a second because of my allergies. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, I'm trying my best, Uh, I don't know. I couldn't leave you guys hanging too many days in a row, especially because this whole move. I took a whole week off, and oh, I'm telling you, as soon as I'm able to get back to Florida and pick up my stuff, you know, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fly down there. I'm gonna rent a car down there. There's a rental car place. Actually, I walked past it on Monday when I did all the walking, so I know exactly where it's at. I'm going to fly to Florida. I'm going to rent a car in Florida, a van, whatever, and get all my stuff. And then I'm going to drive back here, bring my stuff into the apartment, drop the car off at the rental car place, and then I'll have my proper equipment for the show. I'll have my soundboard. I'll have my actual computer chair. Right now, I'm sitting on a. So when the mattress popped, I put the remnants of it in a bin. And now I'm sitting on the bin. So I'm literally sitting on the mattress. So I'm still getting use out of it. It's still good. But once I get all my stuff back from there, then I'll be perfect. The joys of moving, exactly. Just take it easy. Do not exert yourself for us. Well, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, today's show isn't. I'm not gonna get crazy. Play some videos like I normally do anyway. And that'll give me some time to go. Take some medicine or something. The mattress popped. What were you doing? Nothing. I don't do anything. I was sleeping. Well, trying to. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Society Red. No, Parson, like I said, I think it's just because, air mattresses aren't specifically designed to be your permanent bed like that, and especially for me and my kids, they've been here every weekend so far. So you got 3 people sleeping on an air mattress and me sleeping on it literally every day. And then broadcasting my show from me sitting on the mattress to it. That's much more wear and tear than normally an air mattress is designed for. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Billy Yank, ladies and gentlemen, with $100 to get a mattress. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, double trouble. All right. Thank you. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Thank you so much, Billy. I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. Let's see. Do you have a bed frame in storage? Okay, so for those of you who might not have seen this or been watching that day or whatever, there were a couple things that led me to where I'm at right now. First was the fact that I had it all planned out and I had it all budgeted and everything. I had this place already paid for and all that. And then when I went to pick up the rental car in Florida, because originally I was going to bring all the stuff from Florida with me. When I went to pick up the rental car in Florida, I went to pay, and the rental car company said, "Oh, you're paying with a debit card. When you pay with a debit card, we automatically have to charge you an extra $500 on top of everything else. And then when you return the car, you get the $500 back. That's fine, but the extra $500 was my gas money. So what good would the car do me if I didn't have any money to buy gas?" So I had to change all my plans last minute because I had already put the money down payment on this place, so I couldn't not come. So I had to change all my plans, just grabbed whatever I could fit in a suitcase, came out here. But my ace in the hole was I have a storage unit out here. And I had a whole bunch of stuff in there, including a mattress. So I wasn't that worried about it. I figured, I'll just go to the storage unit, pick up my mattress, a couple other things there. and bring it with me and I'll be all good. So when I went to the storage unit, I pull out the mattress. Well, while it's been sitting in the storage unit, it's now covered in black mold. So I'm like, well, I'm not bringing that home with me. I go, there goes that idea. No mattress for me. And then on top of that, the way I got to the storage unit was my uncle drove me there. And he's one of these guys. He's got a really, really, really nice truck. So I get it. I'm not like making fun of him or saying anything bad about it or whatever. I'm just saying. When somebody has a pickup truck with a nice, huge bed that you could fit a ton of stuff in, then they say, well, I don't want to put anything in there because you might scratch the paint. Like, I understand it's a beautiful truck. You don't want to scratch the paint. But one, there are things you could do. You could put like a mat down or do something. There's things around. A second, I never understood the mentality behind buying a pickup truck that you don't plan on using it to pick anything up with. Like, why not buy some other type of car? Why does it have to be a truck that you do not want to put anything in the bed? Then why are you buying a car that has a bed? I don't know. I never understood the mentality behind that. Kelly L., I got a mattress in a box. I think it's 10 inches. That would work with or without a frame. Oh, that's awesome. How much to hire a van to move everything? Well, okay, so the best way to do it is like the way I was saying, where I rent a car. And my thing is, now that I know that they're going to charge an extra $500 when I rent it, I can budget with that in mind. Again, knowing that eventually they give you the $500 back, it's just I need that extra $500 down payment. So to fly down there, I could get on a flight for maybe $300 at the most. I don't mind. Like, I'm thinking the ticket I would, because I could go anytime, right? Flights cost different amounts on different days. So I would just go for like a $200 flight. And then I would need at least $300 for the drive. So that's not that big of a deal. That's $500. But then again, they automatically take $500 off the top. So I need at least $1,000 minimum just to do it. But then once it's done, then again, I'll be pretty kosher at that point. So again, that's what killed me, was that you're using a debit card. We got to charge you an extra $500 right off the top. What? Well, we'll give it back to you later. Yeah, but that doesn't help me now. Whatever. They don't take cash. Yeah, they don't take cash, because the idea, Griffey, is you get the $500 back when you return the car. The idea being, what if you never return the car? That's why they won't take cash. Because if you never return the car, then you just bought a car for whatever, a couple $100, right? It's so people won't scam them. I understand why they do that. It's just, it was in the fine print, so I wasn't expecting it. I didn't budget for it. So now when I go back there, I can budget for it, so everything will be fine. I rescind my comment. Good point. Yeah. That was really nice of you, Billy. Yes, Billy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, man. So much. Speaking of, I got my drinky poo. Ooh. But anyway, at least for now, again, allergy-wise, I still got to work on that. But for the moment, I'm good. Because on, like I said, on Monday, I paid May's rent. So I'm covered because this is the end of April, right? Yeah, so I paid May's rent. I paid all my bills. I paid my internet for the month and everything. So I'm good until June. So anything extra that comes in between now and then would be used, to set up for going out and getting my stuff. But again, ultimately, what it all comes down to is, from day one, my goal has always been to come back here to get closer to my kids. And they're literally 5 minutes away. And I've been seeing them. Well, they've been staying here the boys. Okay, I got 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys. The girls are the oldest, the boys are the youngest. And the girls, especially my oldest daughter, just turned 19. She turned 19 on the 19th. So she's 19 years old. She doesn't want to be spending the night at dad's house. She's out hanging out with her friends, doing her thing. But usually what happens is, at least since I've been back here, the first week I was back here happened to be the same week that they were on spring break. So the kids were here all the time that whole week, all 4 of them. But since then, I've had 2 weekends, and what it's been is the girls will come, and all 4 of them will come here. And then after hanging out for a while, the girls will split. They'll leave the boys. And then, Sunday night, the girls will come back to pick up the boys. But the point is, and then there have been a couple random times during the week where my son would show up because he'd just want to hang out, and me and him, we'll just sit, we'll talk, we'll watch movies, whatever, listen to music. He was playing a game with me, music trivia game. And what he would do is he would pick a decade, and he would find like a thing online where they do like a name that tune by decade. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Allergies. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like I got a cash app from Little Chihuahua Big World. I checked, it went through. Thank you so very much. Here's your happy day. All right, thank you so much, Little Chihuahua. Hey, Kingston 2000. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, sir. All right. Where did Hez go? Okay, so because the reason I took off yesterday was because I got this super mega ultra hardcore nasty allergy attack, and I'm still feeling it right now. My allergies are still acting up. So I figure you guys don't want to sit here and listen or watch when I blow my nose and stuff. So I just mute, echo off screen when I have to do it. I figure once I start playing the videos, we'll get back to it. But I was in the middle of saying something. And what the heck was I talking about? Donna Ray. The problem is, since you're driving the rent-a-car, it has to match your driver's license. So I can't use a card in someone else's name. But I guess that's not necessarily the worst idea. Like, I might be able to find a way to work around that and try it. I don't know. That might actually work. But I don't know, because again, because you have to use your driver's license to rent a car, and if it doesn't match the name on the credit card, I don't know if they'll have a problem with that. But that's something I could look into. Thank you. That's a good idea. I like that. Whew. Yeah, what was I was saying something about? Oh, I was talking about hanging out with the kids or whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that, I was telling the story about the game. So yeah, my son was here and he was finding all these, like, name that tune by decade. And I was sitting on the other side of the computer and he was sitting here, so that I couldn't see the screen. And he'd like 60s. He said that I scored best on 60s, 80s, and then 70s and then 90s, which kind of surprised me. I thought that I'd aced the 70s one, but it was a lot of the like light rock hits and stuff from the time. I mean, I know like the Carpenters, and all that stuff that everybody knows, right? But there were some deep cuts on that. But yeah, it was interesting to me that I knew the 80s way better than I thought I would, because by then, I mean, once Guns N' Roses came out, then I discovered Metallica, and then forget about it. Like, I didn't listen to pop radio at all. But I guess just being in the zeitgeist of the universe in the 1980s, you just knew all those songs whether you wanted to or not. But it was funny because he was starting to get mad at me. Not like angry, but like frustrated, because he's trying to, he presses play and I name the song and he's like, it doesn't even say one yet. It's still at 0000. It hasn't even played for a second yet. And you already guessed the song. Give me a chance to press pause. What are you doing, Dad? I don't know. He's like, that was one note. I'm like, hey, all right. Oh, good stuff. Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Oh, yeah. All right. So anyway, real quick, here's a nice short one. This is from Unclean Hands. This is an update on what's going on in Florida, even though I'm not there anymore. Oh, boy, it looks like I may have picked the wrong time to leave because, well, here, let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you so much. Here you go.
Hey guys, welcome back. Good to see you. Today we're going to look at the new law they passed and got signed into law down there in Florida, preventing people from harassing first responders when they're responding to a call, an emergency call, whether it's a traffic stop or an accident or whatever. And I'm pretty sure it's specifically set to keep auditors back away from the scene because we all know what they do. They're all out there looking for some conflict, and they just pick the wrong places to do it sometime. Let's check this out.
There's a new Florida law on the books which prevents people from coming within 25 feet of a first responder after being told not to approach. Governor DeSantis signed Senate Bill 184 into law today during an appearance in St. Augustine. SB 184 creates new penalties for interfering with first responders during emergencies.
You shouldn't be in a situation where you're at a traffic stop, you're responding to a call of someone in distress, and then you have people come trying to interdict or trying to harass you from performing your duty. So if you do that, we view that as a problem, and now you're going to be held accountable.
Violators could be charged with a second-degree misdemeanor and face jail time. Supporters say the law is important for safety, while critics say it could undermine journalists in the field.
These First Amendment frauditors were right all the time. They are getting laws passed. They're getting laws on the books. They're making things happen. Things are changing, but not to their advantage as they pretend they're trying to do. They're making it worse for anybody to do anything anymore because they just go out and harass people for no reason other than clicks and views and internet clout, and maybe make a little bit of money if they're lucky enough to grow an audience. Anyway, I think it's great, but you may have your own opinion. Anyway, that's all I got. Love ya, bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Unclean Hands. Round of applause for laws that, if 3 cheers for laws that put frauditors in their place. And a round of boos for the fact that, like I've been saying, they're not giving us more freedom. They're taking away our freedom by putting the government into a position where they have no choice but to pass laws that actually will limit what we can do. If it wasn't for people like frauditors, they wouldn't even think about laws like this, It wouldn't even come up. Let's see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this starty parted. Where's my... now I've got my computer stuff going on. Got my computer stuff going on. All right. What'd you say, Cool Clearwater? That gets around the booze? Oh, never mind. Oh no, the booze are for not for the law itself, but for the fact that, like I've said from the beginning, like all of these freedoms they're supposedly fighting for are the ones they're whittling away at because what do I always say, right? What are they educating people? They're educating people that frauditors are these horrible, vicious thugs. Especially now that we got that dude got his head busted open when he was bludgeoned by Lucid Media. It's like the more people have bad experiences with frauditors, and every day people are having bad experiences with them, the more people are going to start pushing their government to pass laws that actually do limit what people can or can't film in public. Right now, there isn't any. These guys are, well, since it's the whole idea, the whole thing is this. The reason why there aren't any laws saying that you can't do these things is because people didn't do those things. They didn't have to make a law about it because it wasn't an issue. You guys are creating the issue. So now they are going to start passing laws that are going to limit what we can and can't do. And it's going to have the exact opposite effect of what you guys supposedly are fighting for. But you don't care because you're getting paid. Yes, they go after normal citizens all the times. And especially like Lizard Media and Impact Media. That's all they do is film regular people. You know, freaking Media and his crew. That's all they do. NC Tyrant Hunter, Silence Boy, Casey Cameron. I mean, I could go on and on. There's so many auditors out there that only audit we, the people, just normal, regular people. And we're all Karens, we're all bootlickers, we're all Darrens, we're all snowflakes. And the worst thing, you could be a cam backer. Well, I guess there is something worse than that. Someone who doesn't feel comfortable being filmed. That's the greatest sin you could possibly commit. That's why the guy got his head busted open, because he didn't want to be filmed. I'm standing in for Artie as he's not here. Play my video. Oh, because Uncle Artie's always play my video. If we got a new Graham and Bob show video, I gotta show it. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Where is it? Let me pull it up right now. The Graham and Bob show. The Graham and Bob show. Let's see. All right. Boom, boom, all right. Oh, my son taught me a trick. I can't believe I never thought about this. You think NorCal Cop Watch is rethinking his life today? Yeah, right? Probably. My son taught me a trick when he was here over the weekend. So whenever I try to play a short, because you can't fast forward or rewind a short, it would always drive me nuts. Like if I wanted to share one here, because it's like I'd go to queue it up, but it would start playing. So then I'd have to let it play through the whole minute until it restarts and then try to catch it and pause it right at the right second. And my son's like, "You're such a boomer." And every time he says that, of course, I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. My parents were boomers. Okay, yeah, whatever. Listen, Dad, scroll to the next one and then scroll back up and it'll restart. And then you just press pause. Oh. Duh. Anyway, let's check this out.
Baby, give us 100,000 or else. Oh no, they're okay. They like to be stroked. And tuna, they really like tuna. What? Hey, wait a minute. Baby's right here. Stop prank calling me. I'm blocking your number. Honey, have you seen Junior? Oh crap. We have a baby. Give us 100,000 or else. Oh no, they're okay. They like to be stroked. And tuna, they really like tuna. What? Hey, wait a minute. Baby's right here. Stop prank calling me. I'm blocking your number. Honey, have you seen Junior? Oh crap. We have a baby. Give us 100,000 or else. Oh no. They're
That's great. That's great, Graham. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. He thought they kidnapped the cat. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one and only Graham and Bob Show. All right. Oh man. Irish Dublin's here. What's up? What are you doing? That's old. It was the first one that came up on my feed when I typed in your channel name. And who cares if it's old? It was funny. Hashtag boomer has. Oh man. Anyway, hey, when I play Uncle Artie's videos, I just randomly pick one. All right, let's move on to the Morris. How about some Black Heart Night, ladies and gentlemen? Black Heart Night. All right. I love you guys. This is great. Ooh.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Wisconsin with a Moorish Sovtard who, tries the right to travel argument. And, we find out that he's got no valid driver's license. He's driving under suspended license. And he's doing all this while...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I just got to say, I just got an email that I got a PayPal. Again, with the PayPal things, and sometimes with the Cash App, they always come through under your real name. So I don't know if you want me to say that out loud, but I'm sure you're watching, and I'm sure you know who you are. Thank you so very, very, very much. You have no idea how much it means to me. I appreciate it. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. You guys are the best. Seriously, I love you guys. The best, most generous fans, the greatest fans in the world. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the channel and you're like, oh, these people are helping us out with the money and stuff, and that's great, but I don't have a lot of money for that. What can I do to support the channel? Hit that like button. You have no idea how important that is and how much it helps push the video in the algorithm. So that's the best you can do. You want to support the channel, hit that like button. All right. Back to the video, guys. Thank you so very much. I love you guys. Oh, he put it in the chat. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you so much.
He's transporting his child from school with no seatbelts on either one of them. And it doesn't exactly end very well for him with a bunch of tickets in the end. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Here they go again, stopping me. I'm over here on Capitol in Oakland. I have a police behind me. I got a very nice Mercedes-Benz attractable. I'm here exercising my rights. I'm here with my baby right here. I'm getting her from school right now. And I'm just out here exercising my rights to travel.
Dude, we all have the right to travel. It's just the means of travel that is the issue. You can walk, run, ride a bicycle, all that other good stuff, except drive that motor vehicle down the public roadways without a valid driver's license, insurance, or registration. Because, well, what if you hit somebody and you have no insurance? I mean, that kind of thing can really get you. But of course, you are like many other softards. You really have no forward thinking or anything of that nature. It's all about you. It's not about nobody else on the road. To hell with them, all of them.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
How's it
My
going,
name is
officer?
Officer Kudrinsky from Police Department.
Yeah.
Just want to grab your name. I know you're the officer, but he's working on the van, so he can get you out of here pretty quick, okay?
Laval
What's your last name, sir?
Bay.
Bay?
Bay, B-E-Y, but that's my free nationality then. I told him I had the rights to travel and it was no reason.
No, I got you, but
Yeah, and
okay.
Laval Carson. would
Have
be
you ever
my
received an
my
ID
business.
or like a driver license?
I have, but
Okay.
like I said, I ever exercised my rights. I got in Nevada. I cleared plenty of tickets
Sure.
that way, and I just don't want no more hardship.
I
I've been
got
going
you.
through the courts and stuff, so I just told him I exercise my rights.
Well, here's an idea, dude. It'll save you a lot of money in the long run if you just have that insurance, have that tag, everything up to date. It'll save you a lot of court costs. You'll be paying thousands and thousands of dollars less per year than you would be paying the actual registration and insurance every year. I mean, it's a lot cheaper. And there's a bonus to this as well. If you should get in an accident while you have insurance, you won't be paying thousands of dollars right out of your ass because, well, you're covered for that.
To travel.
No, I got you. I have Bay. You said your last name?
Laval Carson, which it's all on the he got my information on that paper, so that's my name.
Okay.
And
That's
then it'll be Laval Moore Bay. If
okay.
you want to Laval, Lavall, Moore Bay. Yeah. And then I'll be forcing to give up my rights to travel if I give up ID.
What's your date of birth?
Where the hell did you hear that crap from? You'll be giving up your right to travel if you give up your ID. Well, first of all, you're not giving up your ID because they're only going to look at it and hand it back to you when they're done getting the information. And second of all, that is a right that you're never going to lose. The right to travel? I mean, come on now, dude. Are you that freaking dumb? Well, of course you are, considering that you actually fell down this rabbit hole and it looks like you're not willing to climb your way out and see the light.
Thank you, sir. What's a good phone number for you, sir?
I'll leave that
Okay.
for court purposes if y'all
Okay.
if I got to fight tickets or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come again with your first name, sir. Sorry, I missed that.
Lavall, Laval.
Thank you, sir. I'll be right back with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Mr. Carson, why
Yeah.
did you give the officer wrong name and they gave me the Bay?
That's my free nationality, man.
Okay.
I got a nationality card and
But for our
everything.
purposes here, like when we're asking you, like, if you have ever ID or something like that, it would be much easier just to give us the name you
Yes,
got to
sir.
issue the ID.
Yeah,
Right.
but I've been going through a lot. Chloe, wait.
I see.
I've been going through a lot. I've been dealing with Nevada courts. I've been going
Okay.
and I've been dealing with them a lot, and that's the way to go. It really is, but like
Okay.
I'm not part of the corporation. I'm not a citizen.
You idiots really need to learn the difference between a corporation and a nation. There are differences, and they are quite obvious if you actually do the research. And then there's this issue of you not being a citizen anymore. Yeah, if you're going to reject the U.S. citizenship, you should also realize that you're still under the United States laws when you are in the United States. There's no getting around that. Such as if you go to France, you're still under French laws. If you go to Russia, you're under Russian laws. You just can't get away from that.
Okay. No, that's your right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I've just been just going about my life.
Did you have a contact recently with DNR?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I don't want to.
That's why they issued a citation.
Yeah,
for writing the.
Well, I had an incident in Muskego. That's why I want to go.
Okay.
I had
Okay.
a water incident.
Okay.
So I got a case. That's in Muskego. I got a coming up June the 21st.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, just give us a couple more minutes. All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
It's crazy because when you know you got a feeling somebody, you go get pulled over, especially somebody like me. Especially like somebody like me. Traveling the Mercedes Benz. Clean as a whistle. 34 years of age. What they doing, they probably writing me some more citations. Boy. Mercedes. Same guy, y'all can look up Muskego versus Muskego man fishing against it, and a warden pulled up on me, and I pretty was stalked and harassed, if anything. But if you look YouTube, Muskego man got pulled, taser got pulled out on me. That was me. Muskego in Wisconsin. A policy warden, a gang warden came and popped up on me, and I was really just chilling, and the police just popped up on me, and, or the wardens or whatever. So. No, I'm just I'm recording, babe. I'm keeping a record. They probably writing me a ticket.
You don't put me in a video and everything.
Coco. Yeah.
I'll call back in 10 minutes if y'all ain't moved. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Carson, you can have that back. That's yours. You get 3 tickets today. 1 for operating while suspended, 2 for not having plates in your vehicle, and then 3 for not wearing your seatbelt, okay?
Yeah.
Court date June 4th, 2024, 5 p.m. It's the same for all of them right here at municipal court, okay? So there's that. Do you have any questions regarding these?
No.
Okay, so this is what I suggest. Next time you get pulled, don't lie about your name. Okay?
I'm not. That's no lie.
Okay, well,
that's my nationality name.
Is this your daughter with you?
Yeah, that's my baby.
Okay. if your daughter wasn't here, I'd be towing your car right now because you don't have a valid license. You don't have this vehicle registered, okay? So let's think about that before we drive around, okay? Because I don't want to do that.
I mean, that'll be hardship. Like, we got the rights to travel, and I exercise. I've been doing this.
Well, I don't have anything else for you. I suggest you don't drive because you don't have a valid license, nor is this car registered. If you got your daughter, you do what you gotta do. Just know your vehicle could get towed.
And you know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking of Chile de Castro, as he says, all cops are bad. Well, no, that's your interpretation, Chile, but in this particular video, it kind of proves the opposite, considering that if this cop were wanting to be completely evil, well, he would have towed this vehicle despite the feelings that he had for the child in the car. So, yeah, flawed reasoning on the part of Chile and flawed reasoning on the part of this more Sovtard right here who decided to bring his daughter along for the ride and, well, gets charged several tickets because he is a complete freaking moron who doesn't even know the law or anything like that. But let's carry on, shall we? Let's hear what else this freaking moron has to say.
That's what they're gonna do. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Driving around harassing people, dude.
No, they're not driving around harassing people. They are merely enforcing traffic laws for very good reason. Because you know what? Let's say you run a red light and you think it's a victimless crime. But what happens if you run that red light and you hit somebody and injure or worse? Yeah, it's not so much of a victimless crime anymore. You just, well, offed somebody because of your beliefs in that it was a victimless crime to begin with. So therefore, it should not count, right? No. Dude, they have to be enforced, otherwise people will get hurt. So let's see what else you have to say before we head on out. Oh, wait, that's right. He has nothing else to say because, well, he got off lucky on this one. He could have had his vehicle towed, but the officer took pity on him because of his child. So, at any rate, let's just go ahead and take a look at another Sovtard video from the past, one that should be extremely funny. Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Los Angeles, California, with a Sovtard who actually believes and actually states that he is above the law. Thus, his car and RV are exempt from any laws that California has to offer. Well, he's about to find out otherwise after his car gets towed. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi. We spoke yesterday.
I did, yes.
Are you a supervisor? Okay. So they told me that you said something about the BMW.
No, the BMW was moved, yes. So, yeah, the BMW's fine. It was cited yesterday for the 72 hours. Today it was due for tow, but the vehicle did move, so I'm closing it out as moved after citation.
Okay, I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to comprehend what's going on. So that black gentleman and that woman right there came to me and said, somebody said they're going to tow it. I got to talk to them.
No.
Where did they come up with that?
No. They were probably...
They specifically said the white BMW.
No,
that's why I got up.
Fine.
Okay. No, but why would... I'm just trying to... When I talk to them, I want to know how they would misinterpret such a simple thing.
I don't know. As far as your motorhome, though, it is in violation, okay? you don't have any California plates, any ID visible, okay? We don't have access to your VIN number. You don't have California plates, so we cannot enforce your vehicle, but you are in violation of California Vehicle Code 22651 John, okay? That's a vehicle that's illegally parked with no ID visible, okay? You are subject to impound, okay, for that authority.
What's that mean for that authority?
The one I just stated, California Vehicle Code 22651 John, which is the vehicle that's illegally parked, which your vehicle is, with no ID visible.
I don't know if now's a good time to get into a whole thing. I did it with Guerrero the last time.
Okay, here it comes. The Sovtard is about to expel from his pie hole a series of nonsensical statements that he believes make sense to him, but you know what? The officers are not going to buy one bit of it. So let's go ahead and carry on and watch that, well, pathetic little showing.
Not everyone is subject to the vehicle codes in general, especially the one, or including the one you just mentioned.
Okay.
So there's a reason why I have the plates the way I do, and it says DOT exempt.
Hold on, wait a minute. There are exemptions, but I don't think any of them apply to you. Aircraft refueling vehicles, nope. Cemetery equipment, nope. Disaster relief vehicles, nope, you're not there either. Firefighting equipment, nope, you're not there either. Forklift trucks, no, you're not there either. Golf carts, nope. Hauled vehicles. Let's see, a vehicle transported upon a highway with no part of which is in contact with the highway. Well, your vehicle still is in contact with the highway, even if it's being towed behind your RV. Logging vehicles, self-propelled wheelchairs. Nope, that's not it either. Snowmobiles, special equipment. Well, that includes special construction equipment. Bicycles, miniature motorcycles, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing here that indicates that you're exempt from the law on this case. So, do you have any more excuses floating around in your empty skull up there?
And that's why Guerrero and no other cops give me a hard time.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Because there's two different kinds of registration. There's registering with the state, and there's private registration for private property. And that's what I have. And I've had that for a long time. And as you said the other day, you're relatively new to this street. So there's a reason why my plates, it's not just random that my plates are like that. That's on purpose.
Well, that's something that you printed out, though, right? You went online, you printed it out, and you placed it on your.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that license plate was printed out. It looks like it was cobbled together with just random pieces of paper and tape. I mean, if I were grading you on your workmanship as far as how a license plate actually looks, I wouldn't even give you a grade on it. I would just say that was incomplete because you gave me nothing.
I understand what you're saying, but in California, if you have a motorized vehicle, your motorhome, you're required to register your vehicle with the DMV. Okay?
Well, that's a California statute, but that doesn't trump federal law. That's why I did it, and everything I did is legal and lawful.
Hey, lack brain, your vehicles are far from legal because you know what? If you would actually read the Constitution and read the 10th Amendment, you would understand that the 10th Amendment grants the states the rights to create traffic laws for their own individual states. And you would understand that if you stopped reading these Sovtard websites that keep on getting people like you into trouble.
Okay. We're waiting on. You're not going to move it, right?
Well, no, I mean, I move it all the time. I got to go to the dump station. There's all kinds of things I do, but I don't, what I'm saying to you is municipal code.
All right. So real, I'm still sick, guys, but I'm getting better. I wanted real quick to address this from Society Red. Doesn't the 10th Amendment trump federal law? Here's the thing. We always bring up the 10th Amendment this, the 10th Amendment that, but technically nothing trumps federal law. It's not that the 10th Amendment trumps federal law. It's that the 10th Amendment is a federal law. It's in the Constitution, and it grants the states to make laws as long as those laws don't break the Constitution, you know? So technically, when they say it doesn't trump federal law, technically that is true. The problem is all of these guys that always forget to mention the 10th Amendment, the problem is that even if they do know what it says, their definition of any law that goes against it is any law that they personally don't like or that applies to them. That's the thing. Hey, no state law can trump federal law. That's per the 10th Amendment. The states legally can make any laws they want as long as they don't go past against the Constitution. The problem is any law that applies to them in their minds goes against the Constitution. Hey, it's illegal for you to do that. Well, that's unconstitutional. You can't tell me not to do that. Yes, we can. Because the Constitution doesn't say that. You're just interpreting it that way because you're a butter brain douche canoe, potato brain douche canoe. No matter what you do, you'll still be a douche canoe. It's true. It's you. You douche canoe. Hey. All right. By the way, I need to drink more Bovril. I don't know what that is, but I do know I got a can of that Australian chocolate sauce drink mix stuff. I forget what it's called, but supposedly it's very healthy. So maybe when I go back there to Florida to pick up my stuff, I'll grab that. And I'm sure my mom probably threw the Vegemite away because she ain't gonna eat it. But who knows? So policies can be enforced under the 10th Amendment. Yes, exactly. It lets the states make laws that the Constitution doesn't cover as long as it doesn't violate the Constitution. Exactly. Yes, precisely. Milo, that's what it's called. Thank you very much, Jason D. Yes, I have a can of Milo. I give Vegemite to the local crackheads down here to keep them away from me. Well, I told my kids when I was up here a few months ago just to visit, I had the Vegemite with me. And the little guy said a swear word, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to make you eat soap. I'm going to make you eat Vegemite. That way you get your punishment, but you also get your vitamins because Vegemite's good for you. Soap's not. So no guilt in making him eat Vegemite. Wait a minute. What is this? Only Ian Hill and Rob Halford are left from the classic Judas Priest. Yes. But their new album actually is kind of a banger. And again, I mean, I think I said this like the day it came out, I talked about it, or like the week it came out, I brought it up on here and I did my sort of mini review of it. And I've listened to it more since then, and it is a good album. It's a solid metal album, but considering the age of Judas Priest at this point, it's great. But again, in terms of who's making it, of who these people are and their age and everything, it's great. But in the annals of heavy metal history in general, I'd put it in the good, firmly in the good. It's definitely good. Just don't spread it on the door handle. Milo is delicious. I haven't tried the Milo yet. I have nothing bad to say about it or good or anything. I haven't tried it yet. But as far as I know, it's just chocolate, right? Just with a lot of vitamins in it. Mr. Thomas, do you think Mama has started her own channel since all your equipment is still in Florida? Oh, you guys have no idea. I talked to her on the phone the other day. So before I left, I packed all my stuff and I was ready to just come down there, grab the stuff, load it in the car, and come back. So I'm talking with her the other day. I'm on the phone with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't believe all the stuff you had here. You had this and this and this and then." And she starts naming all these things, and she's like, "But it's okay, honey, because I packed everything up for you, all nice." And I'm like, "You're naming things that you packed for me that I already had packed. So what did you do? Cut open my boxes, pull all my stuff out, and repack it?" "Well, yeah, the way you pack, I don't like it. You have to do it the way I like it. So I just did it." What? Why? What? I don't, huh? Gotta love Hezo mom. I love my mom. She's the best. Silver Surfer only. What the? Good morning, Patrick Dagler. Great to see you. Anyway, so real quick too, I'm thinking about it because I've been talking since I'm sick right now. I've been talking about me all morning, but let's not forget, because it is time for the cupcake happy dance. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. All of our thoughts and prayers are with Cupcake. We love Maggie. And of course, all my thoughts and prayers are also with Ray. I love Ray. Both of them have been, having their health issues and all that. So God bless both of them. Thoughts and prayers with all of them. And all of you guys, any of you guys that are in any kind of pain or suffering or going through any kind of medical or emotional anything right now, thoughts and prayers with you guys. Leland, I know you've been having a lot of trouble lately. My thoughts and prayers are with you as well. All of you guys, I love you guys. You know that. Sorry, Hez, I'm only joking. We love Hezo Mom. Oh, yeah, of course, I know. Especially coming from you, Graham. This is one of the reasons why Graham and I have always gotten along so well, and Uncle Artie too. I get their sense of humor, So, you don't have to explain to me when you're kidding. I know. Believe me, I know. Let's see. Florida Jim saw Electric Light Orchestra back in 1982. Wow. That must have been a great show. Back in 82, they were a rocking band jumping around. Now they're just too old. Yeah. Graham, I love the cupcake dance. It signifies lunchtime for me. There you go. Cupcake rocks. Yes, yes, yes. We love Maggie. And one of the cool things now, and this also is something that's coming eventually. Now that I'm where I'm at, I'm literally on a map. I'm like halfway in between because Ray moved recently too, right? So right now I'm literally right in the middle between Maggie up north and Ray down south. And eventually I'm going to get, because Maggie and I have met in real life twice now, but I've still never actually met Ray in real life. So I definitely want to plan a trip to drive out there. And again, I'm probably going to have to rent a car for it or whatever, but to drive out there to where Ray's at and hang out with her for a while. That'll be fun. Good times, good times. But yeah, so she made it back home safe and sound. Ray's up here, just a few hours north of here. In fact, technically, actually, I think Ray's closer, because if I left right now and went to Maggie's house, it's like a 2.5 hour drive. But from here, I could get to Ray's house in probably like an hour. But yeah, so that's good stuff. The Eagles and the Doobie Brothers are playing in Phoenix this summer. I know I'm old. Let me tell you something, Society Red. I was seeing something online where they busted the Eagles for faking it. And now you know they're getting old if they start doing that, because they were known for never doing that. It'd be cheaper for us to pitch in and buy you a car at this rate. Hey, I'll tell you what, that would fix all of my problems, because I could just drive there, grab my stuff, drive back. And that's it. Hey, JC Landry's in the house. What's up? Great to see you, as always. Edward, where did Ray move to? What state? She was in Oregon. Now she's in Illinois. She's basically back where she came from. Not Chicago, but is Ray with her sister? Yes, I think. Yeah, because yeah. I'm sorry. I had to think for a second, because it's like, I know, I don't like, especially when it's someone else I'm talking about, I don't always feel comfortable saying anything about anyone's private life online. So I was trying to think and remember, has she said it on the internet? Like, has she made it public? And yes, she has, actually. She's talked about it on other panels. She is back with her sister. Absolutely. That is wonderful. Yeah, that's what she was trying to do forever. Finally got it done. The poor girl had to go back to Illinois, right? I saw the Doobie Brothers back in the 70s. Edward, was that pre-Michael McDonald Doobie Brothers? Because, oh, man, I mean, I'm not taking away anything from Michael McDonald, but the original Doobies were... see, this is cool, because yesterday I had to cancel the show, so I missed out on the just hanging out and talking to you guys segment. So, let's get into a little bit of that today. Why not? Styx and Deep Purple are coming to Houston. There you go. That'll be another good show. My grandfather was from Illinois. Let me tell you guys something. Speaking of Illinois, I've been reading a lot about this because I follow, Chicago news, because I'm from Chicago. And even though, I'm not probably going back there anytime soon, or probably at all, it's still in my blood. I love the Bears. I love the Blues Brothers. I love the food. Chicago is just in my blood. Chicago pizza, Chicago hot dogs, this and that. So I follow Chicago news. Heinz, they've been doing this publicity stunt lately where they're finding Chicago hot dog joints that don't even offer ketchup. Like, because you don't put ketchup on a real Chicago hot dog. And there are some hot dog joints that they don't even have it. It's not even in the freaking building. Like, you don't get ketchup. Places that have hot dogs and burgers always have ketchup because they put ketchup on the burgers, but they don't put it on the hot dogs. And some places that just serve like hot dogs and brats and Polish and pork chop sandwiches, all the Maxwell Street stuff, they don't have any ketchup. They don't even have it in the building. So what Heinz has been doing is they've been going around the city finding these places and putting outside free Heinz ketchup dispensers. Like, as a Chicagoan, that really grinds my gears. But publicity-wise, like, what a great freaking idea. Florida Jim, I hate Illinois. I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. Yeah. Hey, Zerzu. It's fortunate they'll probably need sticks to prop up. Oh, they'll probably need sticks to prop up Deep Purple. Yeah. Plausible reliability. I saw Deep Purple back in the 70s. Toad's Place, New Haven. Wow. That's awesome. Let's see. What else? When I have a hot dog in Chicago, I have it the way it's served. Yes, that's the best way to do it. Always. I hate Illinois Nazis. The Blues Brothers, yeah. And that's the other thing, too. Like, the first time I ever saw the movie, I thought it was so cool. Like, whenever Jake is like, I hate this car, brrr, Elwood does it. I don't want to go through this. I want out of this parking lot. You want out of this parking lot? Okay. Whatever Jake says, it's like, all right, I hate Nazis. All right, I'll just drive over them. JC Landry, I'm confused. I'm sorry. I forgot where I am. I couldn't connect to the live stream. Oh, well, hopefully you're here now. It's tech. Jaime Palmetto LB is here. All right. All right, here we go. How do you feel about Aretha and Stevie because they were always on the stereo when I was growing up? Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder? Or Stevie Ray Vaughan? Because there were two Stevies on the radio when I was a kid. Aretha Franklin, of course, is amazing. And Stevie, I mean, they're both amazing. In fact, speaking of Stevie Wonder, this is another thing that was cool. And one of the things that's great about me hanging out with my kids again is that, they're Stevie Nicks. Oh, Stevie Wonder, Stevie Nicks. Oh, there you go. There's another one. Don't forget about Stevie Nicks. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so many great Stevies when I was young, right? In the music industry. But speaking of Stevie Wonder, so over the weekend, this past weekend, the boys spent the weekend here, of course. And one of the things I like to do is listen to music. And I really like it because their mom, my ex, which also, that's another thing. Over the weekend, when she dropped the kids off, she gave me the papers. So I'm this close to it officially being single, I guess. Let's put it that way, legally. So that's nice. Well, anyway, that's a whole story in and of itself. So the kids were here and they only listen to, their mom only listens to modern garbage, I don't even call it music. It's just, samples. If there is a melody, it's a sample. And usually there's no melody at all. It's just beat and rhythm. And if you understand the difference in music, and my son is in band, my older son's in band, so he does. So I explained this stuff to him and he gets it. But when he comes here, I'm listening to all my dad rock, I guess you'd call it. But what was it? Sir Duke came on. And I was in the middle of searching something else on the computer, and I play the songs from the computer. So in the middle of the song stopped, and my son freaked out. He's like, Dad, why'd you turn that off? That's the greatest thing I ever heard. I'm like, yeah, that's Stevie Wonder, man. That's Sir Duke, man. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, baby. Music is a world within itself, in a language we all understand. Oh, man, that's so good stuff. The only modern stuff I like is from one singer, Aurora. Well, here's the thing that I've noticed. There's still good music. There's always good music out there. The problem is that this is what I find to be because there's a million different things. I could talk about music and the problems with modern music and all that all day. But if I had to break it all down, the way I would say it is that the biggest difference is that when we were young, good music was popular music. Now, I mean, there's bumps, right? And right now we're in a bump because there's bumps where popular music got dominated. The radio when it first got dominated by light rock in the 70s, and then when it got dominated by disco, But a lot of that stuff was good too. But in general, when you look at the 60s, when you look at the 80s, there was a certain and again, there's bumps. It's like a up and down, like any graph, right? But on the upswing, it was always that the popular music was the good music. That's what made it popular. Now, popular music is just your assembly line cookie cutter nonsense that's being put out by the studios to make a quick buck. And the real music, you got to go out and find. You got to dig for it. You got to either know somebody who tells you, oh, dude, you got to check out this band, or you just stumble across it through an algorithm or something that recommends you something good. Like the most recent thing that I found was a band called Goose. They're a jam band, and they are absolutely brilliant. They're fantastic. And I discovered them at the right time, because I just discovered them a couple months ago. And since then, they've had, like, just a couple weeks ago, they had a 4-night run where they were playing these live shows, and they simulcasted all of them for free on YouTube. So, like, as soon as I found out what this band was, immediately I'm getting tons of free live stuff of them on YouTube all the time. It was awesome. So, again, there are still good bands out there. It's just they don't push them on the radio like they did when we were younger. Now you have to go out there and actively search for them to find them. My favorite band today is Within Temptation. They are Dutch. All right. Back to the video.
Code doesn't apply to everybody. Most people know just by looking at that, because that's fair warning. That's letting everybody know. That's notice. That's legal notice. That's public notice. I have also filed it federally, and there's a UCC 1 statement, which is, again, it's all Uniform Commercial Code. It's all legal.
Oh, come on now, you turd sniffer. Can't you come up with anything better than the UCC? I mean, that is used for business transactions and contracts within corporations. It is not traffic law, you freaking moron.
So it's not something I just, like you kind of said, you just put some plates on there. Well, there's a whole process involved, and you have to know the law if you're going to be someone like me. So, yeah, it's not just a matter of just putting some plates on there. There's a whole process involved. But in specifically answering, yeah, I'm not going to follow anything that anybody says. I'm going to do what I want to do. And because I never want to hurt anybody. And as long as I don't hurt anybody, I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
And there you go. There's the whole Sovtard argument right there. I'm allowed to do anything I want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, let's go ahead and try your logic out, shall we? If you wanted to run a red light because, well, it's not going to hurt anybody, well, go ahead and do so. But what if everybody starts running those red lights and people start getting into more traffic accidents as a result of it? Well, then people start getting hurt and even worse. And that's the way it used to be when there were no traffic lights or ways to control traffic. So, your logic doesn't really make much sense now, does it, when you think of it that way?
Well, that's what we're the same way. We're not trying to hurt anyone. We're not trying to cause more of a burden to anybody.
Yeah.
But we are going by state and municipal laws, okay?
Which don't apply to me.
So you think you're special? You actually think you're above the law? Well, the LAPD is most certainly going to teach you that you are nothing special.
I'm allowed to live on California, and I'm not hurting anybody. And that's my position. I've said this to judges. That's a lie. I said this to magistrates. We don't really have judges. I say this to cops. And most cops, when they see it, don't say anything. Guerrero, he and I discussed it one day, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I really doubt that you even talked to a judge or any other officer about this, because I doubt they would say they were okay with it.
Say you have exempt place, right? Do you think that gives you the authority to disobey California law, LA Municipal Code, Los Angeles law?
I have the authority to disobey codes, because codes don't apply to me. What you mentioned, municipal codes are not law. There's only God's law. And the Constitution talks about it. The Constitution is not really law. It's underneath God's law. Do I have the authority to disobey municipal codes? Absolutely. They do not apply to me in any capacity. Yeah, right. No, it's not opinion. That's the law.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
So, in your own expert opinion, the Constitution tells you that you have the legal authority to disobey any law that any state has. Okay, can you provide a citation on that? Because I have actually read the Constitution, and you know what? I haven't seen it anywhere. And add to that, that would completely contradict the 10th Amendment altogether. So, yeah, there's that.
See, what you mentioned, municipal code is not law, it's code. That's why it's called municipal code. That's man-made. What I'm talking about is God-made. When they say the Constitution, the sovereignty of the United States government comes from we the people, that's what I'm talking about. And for people who don't care, like you don't seem to care.
Well, the Constitution is man-made as well, right? Yeah.
Wait. I'm not. That's why I said Constitution law is underneath God's law. Constitution law talks about God's law, which is natural law, which is common law, and they say the sovereignty comes from we the people. So the sovereignty doesn't come from we the people because the Constitution says it.
I'm just curious. Let me ask you guys in the chat what you think about this idea. I just thought of this now while watching this because I've heard this argument so many times from these douche canoes. He's talking about natural law because normally when people say God's law, in my head immediately I start thinking about like the 10 Commandments, you know, and that applies too. But he's also saying God's law is natural law. Well, wouldn't sitting down in a gas, which is not a natural occurring thing, it comes from the refinement of oil, in a vehicle which might be made out of like steel, which is not a natural occurring element, it's man-made, with your body moving at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, wouldn't that be a violation of natural law itself? In other words, the point I'm trying to make is, what do cars at all have to do with any of that? They weren't invented yet. Like if you're in the woods and you're, you know, living in a shed that you on a log cabin that you made yourself, then maybe you could make that argument. But when you're on a road, a man-made road and a man-made machine barreling down the highway at 80 miles an hour, it's like, well, there isn't anything natural about any of that. None of that stuff grows from the earth. You know, you want to pick an apple off a tree and then get in an argument about, you know, well, it grows on the tree, so I should be able to eat it. That's natural law. You know, I don't know. I was just, while he was talking, it just occurred to me, like, what does driving a car have to do with any of the arguments you're making? My car is 95% rust, which makes it natural. Ray is not feeling well. She just moved back to Illinois. Yes. What was Texas Tim saying? Where is everyone? Oh, as far as like Ray and Salacious and them. Yeah. Yeah, Ray. Also, just in general, like, first of all, and I'll always say this, okay? As far as my producer / co-host, that is Ray's position. That currently is still her position and will continue to be. Whether she's here or not, as far as I'm concerned, that's, if she comes back, it's there. It's for her. It's her spot, right? I'm not trying to replace her or move on her. No, she's still my number one, okay? And always will be. But not just because she just moved, but yes, because of the way she's been doing physically and what's been going on with her, like just getting up early and doing this, and it's sometimes it gets to be too much for her, and I'm not going to twist her arm and be like, no, you got to come. No, not at all. Whatever she needs, whatever space she needs, whatever time she needs. I love Ray, so whatever she needs, I'm more than happy to just do your thing, hun. No worries. It's all good. So yeah, and then as far as the salacious thing, she was the one who originally months ago told me that she wasn't going to be able to do the morning thing anymore. Just, she didn't say anything bad or anything, she just couldn't, it was too early or too much or whatever, and she just couldn't do it anymore. It was her idea for me to ask Ray in the first place. Salacious was the one who recommended Ray to me. And I am so glad she did, because Ray is amazing. Love Ray. And of course, again, like I was saying earlier, when I did the cupcake dance, also, we miss her. We love her. There's a possibility that she will be back on Saturday, by the way. Who do I have scheduled for this Saturday? Let me double check. It is Little Chihuahua Big World and Frauditor Comedy Show. Whenever those two show up, it's always a banger, nothing but fun. Lots of playing with dolls, lots of ventriloquism stuff. What? Hey, I don't have my voice modulator until I get back to Florida. I just want to thank you guys for not tasing me today. Ever since Hez said that the tasers could come back, I only got tased one time. Thank you guys so much for not tasing me, because I don't like. Wait, stop! What are you doing, Hez? Hey, why'd you pull the? Ow! Why did you do that? Well, because you're gonna get tased anyway. Well, why am I gonna get tased? Well, because I don't have my voice modulator and you don't sound right. So you deserve it just because you're a punk. It doesn't sound right without the voice, right? It just sounds like me being an idiot. Which I'm good at that. I'm a master. I love you guys. I made a marionette puppet, but it's not a duck. They're action figures. That's right. I'm not there Saturday. You missed your chance last week. Oh, man. Yeah. Hey, trouble and strife, right? Sounds like News New Voodoo also has a cold. Yep, that's right, Zerzu. I'm trying to find one of these because I had one before, but I'm trying to find temporarily until I get back to Florida and get my actual soundboard back. One of these online ones that you could use that I could change my voice in real time while I'm doing the show, just through a web page or whatever. The one I was using a long time ago, everyone in the chat was saying that I just sounded like me and that they couldn't hear it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the one and only One Clean Hands is here. All right. Yes, round of applause for Unclean Hands. Hey, we watched your video about DeSantis earlier. Now that I'm not in Florida, they're passing the laws getting rid of the frauditors. Dang, damn it. Anyway, let's get back to the video we were watching. And boom. Here we go.
The Constitution's listing God's law, and it's still underneath God's law. Some people try to use God's law to do whatever they want.
Oh, the irony of that statement right there, considering that you spent the past few minutes saying that you have the legal authority to do whatever the hell you want to do. Well, there is a special word that describes people like you. About 2 hours later, the LAPD come by to tow his vehicle, and he is not happy about it. But you know what? Who cares?
One frozen wasteland later.
Okay, allow me to read this man's chicken scratches for you. Private vehicle, DOT exempt. You may ticket my property if you agree to pay me $10,000. Now, here's the good part. You may tow my property if you agree to pay me $250,000. So the guy wants $250,000 if you tow his vehicle. Whatever fancy world you live in, you need to come back to reality because you know what? We've got better food.
Don't touch me. What are you doing? You just touched me. You just touched me.
No, I'm not touching you, sir.
You just touched me. You just touched me.
Just be careful because you're gonna get hit. I déjalo, just if you get hit, let me know. Yeah, I know. You're gonna get hurt, sir.
So when are you going to give me your card?
She's working on it, sir.
Working on getting me a card? Wow.
To write our information.
You know, you have a strange attitude.
I don't, sir. I'm just letting you know that my partner is writing our information down. I can't give you a blank one. It has to have my information. It has to have my badge number.
You don't have like a regular business card?
No, I don't, sir. I wish I did, though.
You don't have to call me sir. You don't have to call me sir.
Well, I specified to take my job.
Who sent you here? Who sent you here?
This is my area, sir. We're patrolling.
Do you know Guerrero?
I don't know, sir. Do you know that?
Guerrero said this is his area. He said he's the head guy. Who's the head guy of this area?
You mean the senior lead officer?
Yeah.
Where's that?
So in your words, why is this happening?
The vehicle has the registration is invalid. It's been 6 months since it's been registered with DMV. The registration. Here's your card, sir. Thank you. She just finished it. The cards are on there. Our priorities. Okay, sir. Have a good day.
Ma'am, hold on. I said I got it
You got what?
less than 10 days ago.
No,
You keep talking about 6 months. Ma'am, let me show you.
Sir.
I'll show you.
I know when you bought
Ma'am,
it, sir.
when did I buy it? When did I buy
It
it?
says 7/16.
Ma'am.
Okay,
Look
sir.
right here. Look right here.
Card, sir.
Look right here.
162.
Look right here.
But on our system, it says you bought
Look
it
right here.
16/22. That is not 10 days, sir. Today is.
Ma'am, I don't care what your system says. I let you know your system's wrong.
Okay, well then go to court or wherever you want to go and go dispute that if you want to. Okay, sir? I have to go now.
You just stole my car.
No, I didn't.
You just stole my private property.
Well, now, so much for that arrogant hypothesis that you are above the law. The LAPD certainly taught you otherwise, didn't they? Now, with your car being towed, you may want to go ahead and pay attention to your RV, considering it is in the same condition. So you might want to do that quickly before it gets towed as well. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the one and only Black Heart Knight. All right. It's pizza time. It's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. Meow. Maybe should have brought a Prius. If they stole his car, he should call the cops, right? Well, Jason, we've seen that. There are a lot of sovereign citizen videos, actually, where when their car's being towed by the cops, they call 911. And the 911 dispatcher, you could always hear them. They're always confused. Like, wait a minute. You're talking about a police officer? Right. So why are you calling the police if the police are there? You're calling the cops on the cops? Like, they're always so confused. It's hilarious. I mean, it's not funny that they're doing it. It's funny that they're dumb enough to think that that's going to work. But again, they see, this is actually really interesting. A few months ago, was it a few months ago or last one? I don't know. My time's all messed up with the move and everything. I don't know where I'm at. But when Frauditor debated John Felix, and I was on panel with John Felix months before that, like 7-8 months before that. And I sent Frauditor an email, and I told him, I'm like, this guy, he does this thing where, and they all do it, but John Felix is like an expert at it, using words, very specific words for a very specific reason, to try and paint a certain picture. Like, for example, they won't say a traffic ticket. They will not say a citation. It's extortion, right? Just things like that. And I thought it was funny because he posted his court case, and at one point, John Felix, and at one point the judge is talking to him and tells him, you're using these words on purpose to try and paint a negative picture so that if people read the transcript later, they'll see this officer admits that he accosted me. And then John's like, but technically, if you look up the word accosted, it means approached. So he approached me. Of course he approached me. So the officer just admitted that he accosted me. And the judge is like, no, you're using the word accosted so that when people look at the record and see that the officer admitted he accosted you, you know that people have a negative connotation when they hear that word. But they do that. They play these word games. That's one of the reasons why people are always like, well, what's the fraud? You're saying these guys are committing? It's a con. It's a scam. It's the old school fast talking con man technique, trying to discombobulate you, confuse you, get your mind all up. It's a game. It's a word game. And they think they're going to win if they play it right. Dummies. So let's see. What do we got next? How about you know what? We haven't done Past Unremembered in a minute. And it looks like they got some Long Island Audit to talk about this time. So let's see Past Unremembered's take on Long Island Audit, shall we? All right.
Past Unremembered.
Welcome to Past Unremembered. Throughout history, the dominant individuals have exerted their control over the vulnerable or marginalized, often leading to the establishment of oppressive systems such as slavery. Our perspective identifies racism, bigotry, and various manifestations of hatred. as the fundamental catalysts behind this issue. While acknowledging the sensitivity surrounding this subject, we embrace the unconventional path and confront the harsh realities it entails. At some stage in history, individuals from your lineage were likely enslaved, and you probably, dear viewer, carry the blood of those individuals flowing within you, regardless of your racial background. In contemporary American history, individuals of African descent were subjected to enslavement, and regrettably, there still exist individuals who harbor prejudiced views and desire for the reinstatement of slavery. However, it is our fervent belief that these individuals constitute only a small fraction of our society, or at least we earnestly hope so. Nevertheless, individuals hailing from families with a prolonged lineage of enduring racial animosity and persecution frequently bear profound emotional wounds. Regrettably, racism continues to persist in our society, fostering division and impacting individuals of all ethnic backgrounds. It is crucial to recognize that hatred and racism can originate from any racial group. In the forthcoming video, we will explore the root cause of a specific incident. We invite you to share your thoughts on the matter, as we will also provide our perspective. We have obtained a conversation between Long Island Audit and a police department commander in Dalton, Massachusetts. This dialogue has been condensed to solely emphasize the following two crucial aspects. Firstly, it aims to shed light on the intimidation and hostility that auditors and their supporters incite in the individuals they encounter. Secondly, it brings attention to a specific incident of racial discrimination directed towards Sean Paul Reyes. We suspect that this discrimination may be rooted in the profound emotional scars inflicted by years of persistent mistreatment spanning generations, coupled with more recent events. No matter who it comes from, racism is never okay. This audit had to do with a controversy involving the mayor of this town, but to us, this conversation is more relevant and provides an opportunity to have this important discussion. No viewpoint will be removed unless we consider it abusive toward another viewer.
Hey guys, Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we are at the Dalton Police Department here in the state of Illinois.
Hi, how are you guys? Hey, mind if I get your names and badge numbers? You're a public servant and I'm just asking you to identify yourself.
I want you to identify you. What is your name?
No, I know your chief has taught you that you have to demand ID in the state of Illinois.
First of all, I'm not being demanded, but let me say this to you.
No, but that's what your chief taught you. I know that.
You don't know that.
I do. That's what he said.
Know what personal questions or answers or how we communicate. You don't know that.
But your chief has a specific policy here that violates the Fourth Amendment.
You assume.
No, it came out of his mouth, ma'am. I could show you the video if you'd like.
You're talking to me. I saw the video. We're talking about right now at this moment.
Right. So was he educated since that video?
You're going to allow me to speak. We can sing the same time, but we can't speak the same.
Right. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. I was just asking a question.
Okay, so listen.
The dialogue could have yielded better results if it hadn't coincided with an unexpected audit. Was Sean merely asserting his rights, or did the situation escalate into an interview where Sean made numerous accusations? It seems that auditors are encountering obstacles of their own making, which impede their ability to efficiently complete their tasks. A good discussion is also hindered by both talking over each other.
Whether you guys know it or not, the staff here has gotten so many threats. We get it constantly. So if we ask you to identify yourself, our job is to preserve life.
Your job is to preserve life.
That's right. So we're getting threats. We're called all type of racist names.
So why does 6 department officers? No, I heard you. The threats. I'm just asking. You said your job is to preserve life. Why are 6 officers not patrolling the street and they're with the mayor?
We're talking about what's going on.
Is your job to preserve the mayor's life or the?
You just want to talk and not listen.
I listened to you, ma'am. You said I'm asking you a question.
But I'm asking you a question first. You're not answering my question. So you all don't want to hear about the volatile, dangerous situation that you all are putting these officers.
Oh, I'm not doing that, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Because if we ask you for your identification, give it to us. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
You can have a bomb on you. I don't know who you are.
You could as well, man.
I got on police clothes. So you know who I am. Hold on for a second. He needs to hear this.
The commander's mistake is apparent in this instance. It is widely understood that law enforcement officers must possess reasonable articulable suspicion that an individual is presently engaged in criminal activity has previously committed a crime, or is on the brink of committing a crime to lawfully request identification under the threat of arrest. It is essential to focus on the specific individual under scrutiny, rather than making assumptions based on the actions of others in the past or gut feelings. Furthermore, there must be concrete and justifiable evidence indicating that the suspect is involved in criminal conduct. While we empathize with the officer's apprehension, it is crucial to abide by the laws that regulate our nation.
This is serious.
Go ahead,
You
man.
have
I'll let you
staff
speak.
people that are scared to death of the threatening threats that they're getting, racist threats. We've been called all type of racist names. This has nothing to do with the mayor. This is about the police department.
It has everything to do with the mayor.
Listen, because I'm serious when I say this.
I'm listening, man. Go ahead.
I am so serious. This has become very dangerous for the staff people here who are not police. Our clerks are scared. We have to literally walk them to their cars and protect them because of the situation that's going on. This is serious. This is not.
You should take that up with the mayor,
No,
man.
I'm taking it up with you.
Why? With me?
Because you standing here and don't want to. You standing here and not want to show your ID, and you're wrong for that, sir.
How am I wrong for that? You didn't want to identify yourself as a member of the
But
police
you're on
force.
police property. I
But
don't
I'm
know who
wrong.
you are.
This is public property.
But still, police work here, though.
Right. So you guys should be safe.
So
Feel
you know
safe
what? You
here.
just have a slick mouth.
I have a slick mouth. Chief, does everybody have to identify themselves? Chief, does everybody have to identify themselves when demanded by law enforcement, Chief? Chief.
It is our contention that Sean should have given her concerns his full and respectful attention before providing a response. In many cases of passionate conversations, there is a tendency for each individual to hastily convey their viewpoints, potentially leading to a sense of being unheard by the other party. Listening is actually the most important part of a conversation.
And bad racist.
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that.
That's what they're doing, though. That's what they're doing. Our staff are being.
I can't control them, ma'am. I can't control anybody. Am I calling you that?
You know what, sir?
You don't know me.
You don't know me either.
I don't.
You don't even know.
I'm not judging you. All I'm telling you is that what your police chief said on a public camera.
We're talking about what's going on with my staff.
So it only matters what's going on with your staff, not anybody else.
You know what, sir? If you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, then we're not going to talk.
Well, I'm going to continue to talk, ma'am.
That's your mouth. That's your right.
I'll continue to talk, ma'am.
You know, and white people calling through every day saying they wish we were dead. I've been calling whore. Let's talk about that.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
But let's talk about the unacceptable things that are being done by your department.
No, we're going to talk about how white people call me a whore.
So you only want to talk about what you want to talk about.
The same with you.
I just said it's unacceptable. Now, is it acceptable to? I said it's unacceptable. Is it unacceptable to you? Is it unacceptable to you for law enforcement to violate people's Fourth Amendment right, ma'am?
Things that you all want to talk about.
I just said it's unacceptable.
That's the white race, though. Y'all think it's okay to call us?
I'm not even white,
You
ma'am.
know, I don't know what color you are. You're lighter than me. You look white to me. So I don't know.
So because I'm lighter than you, I'm white.
Let's talk about how my staff is scared.
Skin
to go
color
to
has
their
nothing to
cars.
do with it,
And
ma'am.
obviously, that's what they call us. Horses say they go burn our police department. They go bomb us. They go kill us. Let's talk about that. But then you want to come on property.
That's
and not
crimes.
identify
Talking about they're going to
yourself.
bomb the police
And not
department. Hold them
identify- I don't know
accountable.
what you have a bomb on you right now. I don't know. I don't know.
You can have a bomb.
Well, you know
Anybody
what?
can have a
You know
bomb.
what? But I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. That's the point, man. No one knows who anybody is.
We're both making a point.
No one knows who anybody is ever.
Because when I come to my job, I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want my staff to feel safe.
Members of the public want to feel secure as well, ma'am. They want to feel secure, but you have your tyrant police chief asking, demanding ID, or saying they're going to throw people in lockup. What about this man? About this officer? What about this officer who threatened to throw me into lockup? What about the officer that threatened to put me in lockup? Right. I just heard it the whole time. You just keep repeating yourself. I'm a racist. Right. You ready to have a cordial conversation?
Because you know what? When the phone rings again, because they're on the phone now calling them my staff horse. I'm gonna let you come in. I want you to hear it. How my staff is being called horse and they're threatening to kill us.
Horrible.
That's what I want you to hear. That's what I want you to
I said it's horrible, ma'am.
No, that's not good enough because you know
So what's good enough for you?
You know what? Because you all created this atmosphere.
How?
You know, sometimes white
Your
people-
mayor did that.
White people will bum you. You know that.
Yeah.
White people will bum you. You know that.
Yeah.
White people will bum you. You know that.
that.
White people will bum you. You know that. You know it, honey. You know you are a very racist people. You are a very racist people. You are a very racist people. You are a very racist people.
I'm not white, but I don't think all white people are racist. I think saying that white people will bomb you is a racist statement.
We are in full agreement. We comprehend entirely the commander's vexation with the predicament enveloping her. Nevertheless, it is absolutely impermissible to label an entire race as racist or to suggest that individuals of a certain ethnicity are predisposed to causing harm. Such assertions are not only unwise but also reckless. To be candid, the commander ought to be relieved of her responsibilities. Our stance remains unwavering, regardless of the skin color of the individual responsible for these abhorrent remarks. It is paramount to address such egregious behavior swiftly and decisively. The gravity of the situation cannot be overstated, and it is incumbent upon us to uphold the principles of fairness and respect for all individuals, regardless of who they are. The commander's actions have undoubtedly caused consternation and discord, and appropriate measures must be taken to rectify the situation and restore confidence in the leadership of this police department. We must emphasize the importance of fostering a culture of inclusivity and understanding. Discriminatory attitudes and prejudiced beliefs have no place in our society, and we must remain vigilant in combating such harmful ideologies. Let us reaffirm our commitment to upholding the values of equality and unity, and strive to create a world where every individual feels valued and respected.
I mean, that's just me. You know that white people will bomb you. You people will bomb us. Imagine I said something in the reverse.
All right, so we're just getting inside the Dalton Police Department public lobby here. I've been in Dalton for a few days now. Her face is everywhere. I've never met a public servant with a bigger ego than Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Let's file a complaint against the police chief for his excessive force stopping in front of me, and the lieutenant for also stopping in front of me and keeping me from preventing my movement.
Excuse me, I'd like to file a complaint. Excuse me? I would like to file a complaint against an officer. There she goes again. He doesn't want to talk about the racist phone calls. Unfortunate. So what does that have to do with anything? I don't care, right? Okay. Oh, it will be on my story for sure. How do I not want to hear that? You've repeated yourself over and over again. Okay, so how haven't I heard it? But why don't you want to talk about the mayor and your police chief violating people's rights?
We're not talking about the mayor. We're talking about how white people are calling up here.
But why don't you want to talk about the mayor?
Talk about white people calling.
Talk about the mayor.
You're a racist.
I'm a racist. You're a racist, ma'am. You said that all white people bomb people. You're a racist. You're an ignorant racist tyrant. That's what you are. And you're a victim, apparently. You're a victim. You're claiming to be a victim. I'm not white, but I see a victim when I see one. You're playing the victim card very well, ma'am. You don't want to talk about the corruption in your department. You just want to talk about how you're supposedly being victimized.
In this instance, we find ourselves at odds with Sean. The police commander has articulated legitimate apprehensions concerning the safety of not only herself, but also her team, all stemming from the alleged actions of the officials. The auditors recklessly escalated the situation instead of neutrally hearing out both parties and then furnishing an unbiased report. There is a hidden motive at work in this particular situation for the auditor.
No, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. No, ma'am, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. That's what you don't care about. You don't care about that. I do care about people's constitutional rights. I do care about it. I do. I'm not a racist. You are, ma'am. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today. You are the only person who made a racist comment here today. You made a racist comment that, you know, you people, white people, which I'm not white, bomb people. Right, right. All white people bomb people. Right, right. Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Like I said, you can talk about the complaints that you've received, but at the end of the day, you don't want to talk about your police chief being an ignorant fool. He's an ignorant fool.
You just proved my case. I've not called you out of your name, but I have to be a fool.
I said your police chief's an ignorant fool.
This has nothing to do with the chief.
And you get to call me out. You called me a racist. Are you kidding me? You don't know me. You called me a white racist. I'm not even white. I'm not. I'm not even white. And just being white doesn't make you a racist. Newsflash. Newsflash. White people aren't racist. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? But what is, you've said that 1,000,000 times, but you never once talk about the corruption here in Dalton. Why don't you go arrest the mayor? Why don't you go do your job and arrest the mayor?
This is my job right here.
No, do your job and arrest the mayor for corruption. Why don't you train your officers? You are a commander. You get a fancy car to take home, but you don't want to train people on how to uphold people's constitutional rights. This woman is actually insane. Really. I want to make a complaint. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement officers, or do you guys just walk around and smoke cigarettes and not do anything all day? A lot of empty desks here. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement, or do you just cover for law enforcement like you cover for the mayor? No one's racist here, ma'am. I haven't said anything racist to you. You said racist things against me. You've called me a racist. You called me a white racist, that I bomb people. I'm not calling you. I've never called the police department. I've never once called the police department. What are you talking about? I would like to make a complaint against an officer. If you guys in Dalton take complaints, do you guys take complaints against officers? You better be covering yourself. The FBI is investigating all of you.
What more can be articulated about this situation? We find ourselves utterly perplexed by the events that have transpired, yet it serves as a poignant illustration of the deep-rooted divisions that plague our society today. It is a stark reminder of the lack of willingness to engage in meaningful dialogue and truly listen to one another's perspectives. We only hope this will change, making this a past unremembered.
All right. Round of applause for past unremembered, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'll tell you something about past unremembered. See, these guys, I really like this channel because they're very serious about what they're trying to do. They have a legitimate purpose. They have a clear mission statement. And they try to be fair, and like they don't want to accuse frauditors of being biased, and then they just make biased videos all the time. You know, they try to like say, okay, this guy's saying this is what's happening. I mean, look at what they're covering here. So many people in the chat are like, well, I think LIA actually has a point here, but again, the point that Past Unremembered was trying to make is they were looking at it from a different perspective, right? It wasn't about the points that LIA was making in the argument. It was the fact that he was having the argument at all. And this is why I get so upset when people in the comments are like, well, how come you guys get to decide who's a journalist and who isn't? And isn't the press the, freedom of press and this and that? And it's like, what I always say is, to be a journalist, it isn't about having a journalism degree. It isn't about working for CNN or Fox or NBC or ABC or whatever. That's not what I'm saying, or working for a newspaper. My point is, when I say they're not journalists, is that they don't engage in journalism, right? Working on a story is different than creating a story so that you'll have something to work on. And that's what these guys do. It isn't about the points he was trying to make in the argument. At least what I got out of it from what Past Unremembered was saying was that it wasn't about whether or not he was right in what he was saying in his argument. It was that the argument shouldn't have been being had. If he was looking for the story, if he was trying to get the information, he would have actually engaged in a dialogue with the person and listened to what they had to say and say, "Oh, there's something I can actually report on. There's something that actually is news." But instead, he's like, "Oh, you're ignoring all my complaints about the mayor, and you're talking about something else." It's like, well, then talk to someone else who does want to talk about that. Anyway, I think that's where they were coming from. Graham's comment here about the history of slavery and all that, it reminded me of the joke from Blazing Saddles, and I'm not going to say it, obviously, the way they said it in the movie, but that's a perfect example of what that joke was about at the very end, when they finally got the people of Rockridge to agree to work together. And they said, again, I'm not going to say what they said in the movie, but basically what they said was, all right, fine. You know what? You guys are right. Here's what we'll do. We'll compromise. We'll take the blacks and we'll take the Chinese, but no Irish. Like that was the point of that gag, right? Is that like there's people that have been marginalized in every society throughout history, you know? But anyway, that comment just made me think of that bit. When is the last time you saw any legitimate journalist get into a confrontation just to make money on YouTube? Exactly. That's the point. You know, I like to use the example of, it would be like, what they do is the journalistic equivalent to starting a fire so that you can cover a fire. Like light a building on fire and then go outside and film it. Oh, I'm a journalist filming a fire because that's news. Yeah, but you started the fire. It's the journalistic equivalent to that, what these people do. They start these confrontations so that they can report on the confrontations that they initiated. Let's see. It's jerkalism. Ooh, I like that. It's not journalism, it's jerkalism. Got a phone interview in 7 minutes. I literally need to end this forced vacation. All right, Chef. You get in that interview and, dang it, I was trying to remember a joke I saw just recently about like a guy having a job interview and like the standard interview questions and like the perfect answers for him, but they were all really, really bad answers, but I can't remember it right now. So anyway, good luck on your interview. God bless. Hope you get the gig. Let's see. Don't forget to argue with the employee so you can FOIA them, right? Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have been talking to me about another new channel. And again, I always try to talk about the new channels and help them out because when I was first starting out, a lot of people helped me out Jason Gutterman. No, not him. Law Talk with Mike. Of course, the immortal Schrodinger's cat. And channels like that supported my channel. Team Skeptic supported me in the beginning. You know, Kick supported me in the beginning. Vilified Freedom supported me in the beginning. So yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of great creators out there that supported me when I was first starting out. So I like to support new guys when they're starting out. And everybody's been telling me about Lucid Dream. I've actually been subscribed to Lucid Dream for a minute now, but I just keep, with everything that's been going on in my life, I just haven't had a chance to really show one of their videos and you know, show their channel on here. So let's go ahead and show a video from, ladies and gentlemen, the Lucid Dream. All right. And I'll drop their link in the chat in a minute as well. All right. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Dagnabbit. My brain insane lies mainly on the craziness of being insane with the nuts.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream. And on this one, we're going to take a look at a live stream that Monkey Boy published earlier with James Freeman. Now, Monkey Boy, if you don't know, is Guerrilla Publishing, aka Ron Durbin, aka the pathetic sack of crap that lost his law license because of stuff like this. Shocking. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm kind of curious.
All right, anybody in here? Anybody yet?
Okay, I have a very serious question for this guy. When was the last time he showered? Like soap, water, lather, rinse, repeat. I feel like it has been a very long time since this has taken place, because look at that. Wow. I can't even imagine what he smells like.
Nobody? Wait. Oh, wait, I need to do all chat. Live chat. There we go. Now I got live chat on. Yo, all right, you guys can see me. So we're in Wagner. We don't have very.
Hey, for those of you who don't know, I've mentioned him on the channel before. Looking at this guy reminds me of a song by Wesley Willis, rest in peace. Cut the mullet, cut the mullet, cut the mullet, cut the mullet. Go to the barber and tell him you are tired of looking like an asshole. Cut the mullet. Those are the actual words. It's a great song. I love Wesley Willis. All right, back to the video.
Very long before they close. But there's James over there doing his thing in the juvenile whatever. I'm gonna go in. I want to go in here to the sheriff's department and do an open records act request for the last 10 felony cases, or last 20. I'll do last 20 felony cases because this isn't likely people's social security numbers around. So obviously I got the live, I got this camera. James is doing his.
So you are actively admitting on camera that you are intentionally looking to steal people's social security numbers on camera on the internet. Okay.
James is doing his thing over there. Ron will be coming up behind me in a bit. Probably. Is that the door? No, that's not the door. I think this is the door. Hey Rob, my name's not Rob, it's Lee, but what's up? It's open? They locked me in? Maybe they closed. I can't check them on my phone. Does somebody want to Google if Wagner County Courthouse is closed? It's not 5. I don't know why they'd be closed. But all the doors are locked and there's nobody in the front there. Lock out? Yeah, we're locked out. Okay, let's go check on James.
That's another thing that I love, is when an investigative journalist doesn't even engage in enough journalism to find out if the place he's going to investigate is even open or not. What did he say when he was talking about what James Freeman was doing? He's over in that juvenile whatever. Like, you don't even know the word. Journalism. Oh my goodness. I'm working on a story on how stupid I could look on the internet. Ooh, I just thought of that. I got to start using that more often.
That's the detention facility. But the door should be unlocked. They're locked. Huh? It looks closed. It's locked.
They might have closed at 4.
For us being here. Maybe.
You think so?
I don't know.
I think they probably closed at 4.
Probably.
That's a pretty big government thing lately, especially on Fridays.
You should have Googled it before you came here.
Yeah. Usually.
What, a frauditor who has access to internet and can Google something to verify? No. That ain't real. Fake news.
Usually when I punch something into Google,
Where's the
if
sheriff's
it's going to be
department?
closed, it'll tell me the place you're going to will be closed by the time you get there. Is
Yeah.
that place open?
Well, I didn't try this door. I tried the other door. Maybe this door. I just checked, and what they say, he said it's closed. Our viewers saying it's closed.
The whole place?
Yeah. Okay. What about the sheriff's department? Where's that at?
Oh yeah, they closed at 4:30. It's 4:33.
3 minutes late. Oh, this might end up being a waste of a live.
No, not likely.
We'll go see the sheriff's
Hey,
department.
you know what? If there's nothing going on, if it gets boring, maybe one of us will set ourselves on fire. Stick around. You never know what could happen.
No. I could jump in front of the street and get hit by a car.
Right.
Can we just jump to that part of the video? That sounds awesome. The rest of it, not so much, but I'm all for this.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna check the sheriff's department before we leave.
I wonder if they're closed, but I wonder if they're in there.
I hear talk. Oh, there's people on the roof. People up on the roof. I don't know if you can see them. No?
It's just a hallway. Just a hallway, or there's a big lobby.
There's some people.
It's like some piggies. Is that piggies?
Yeah. Oh, man, seems like it. I saw some police outside.
This person's gone for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that person's gone for the day.
They're closed.
They're closed. They're closed. Yeah, 4:30. Oh no. Sorry.
What about the sheriff's department?
Where's the police department? Thanks. Sheriff's over there. Looks like PD's over here. Oh, let's go talk to the PD then.
If they're open.
Oh, yeah, PD.
All right, we're gonna go check the PD out now, guys. PD, hopefully it's open. I don't know. Can they close?
Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna film y'all going across.
And once again, back to the whole idea that I was saying is that, and I've said this so many times over the years, they're like a gang. You got 3 of these idiots showing up, just ganging up on everybody all the time, causing as much chaos as possible. Why not? Place is closed. We can't cause any chaos. Ah, crap. Well, let's go across the street to the police department, try to cause some chaos there.
Thanks, Daddy. Wait.
Wait.
What do you mean wait? It's green.
Run. Shake the camera. Some? Oh yeah, I can shake the camera more. Don't worry, guys. How's that?
You don't have a gimbal, bro.
Yeah, our gimbal died, guys, or it would be better. Our gimbal died.
Closed.
Police department's closed.
Yeah.
To serve and protect. Well, at the very least, they're not serving right now because they're closed.
Service me.
This is a beat up cop car.
You know what this tells me?
What?
That they might not be getting federal funding, which is a good thing. They might be. The thing about federal funding is there's always strings. You're under the thumb of the feds. these old shitty cars tell me that they might not be stealing federal tax dollars to get nicer stuff. Or they just go out of commission and they stay here and they never do anything. But, I mean, tires look good. Nope, nothing's fine. They got tread.
Yeah.
No. I bet these are all just old junkers and they're normal ones that parked over here usually.
I mean, that one looks. I don't know though. Like, where this was one car parked? No, you would think. Maybe not. This one looks better.
Still pretty old for. I mean, most of these cops are in their cars for like 4 years. And this is. Was this the 07 to 13 model? I think. And then in 2014, I think they changed it again.
They may have heard we were coming. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, we were like really close in the town, just right over there. So it's a possibility, but they may have just closed early.
You actually think it's a possibility that they closed the police station down because they heard that you dumbasses were coming with cameras. Okay.
And Ron was like, "Oh, let's go here next," and then he didn't look up to see if they were actually open.
Usually Google tells me though. Like,
yeah,
once you Google something,
but usually when you put the address in, it says like,
this place will be closing within 30 minutes of your arrival, or this place will be closed by the time you arrive. Google always tells me that. They didn't tell me today. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess nothing happened. That means one of us has to set ourselves on fire.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna jump in front of a car. Yeah, 200 people watching, not much, guys. I mean, what, is there anything else? Probably not.
Oh, we can walk up and down the strip.
All right, so the shipment and stuff's closed. So we're just gonna walk around a little bit. So
Wait. This big over there.
Yep, we're back. The sheriff's department just closed here because they decided to close early today, I guess. Despite Google didn't say they were, but I guess they're closing early. So now we don't really have much to do.
I think that's the main entrance to the police department. And this way. I think Ron's already in there.
You think?
He's like, these retards. They went right away. Yeah, that looks like the main entrance.
You think it's open?
Oh, and here's all the cop cars.
Yeah, you want to try to go in?
Look, right there.
You want to try to go in?
Yeah, let's go in, Shane.
Let's go in. Let's see the sheriff's department. Just jaywalk. It's fine. I mean, don't jaywalk. We're not jaywalk. We're on a crosswalk. You just can't see it.
In Mexico, jaywalking only happens if you step into the street where somebody doesn't have enough time to stop. So basically, you haven't jaywalked unless you got hit by a car. According to
that's smart.
You can do a public records request here, right?
Yeah, here. It looks like he's doing it.
All right, I think he might have already got it.
Okay. All right, no problem.
I'm James.
Nice to meet you, James. I'm Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. You got a nice office.
Thank you.
I'm jealous.
It's pretty nice.
Well, I'm gonna go check with my daddy, see if he's got everything.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Shelby. Your daddy? Hey, Daddy. Hey, son. How are you, sir? Good. I got my open records request done for the last 20 use of force reports, last 20 body cameras from all of these.
I know if this man was my father, I would most certainly not announce it on the internet. So I can only assume that he means a different kind of daddy, maybe like the sugar variety. Although I don't imagine there's a whole lot of sugar going on, considering a suspended law license and all. I mean, just a guess.
From all of the use of force reports identified and the body cameras from the last 20 arrests where the subject received a charge of resisting arrest, and the last 20 where they received a charge of assault and or battery on a police officer.
Beautiful.
So that's what we're going to turn in here. I gave my name, number, and all that good stuff. All right, I got my request.
Those are all the keywords.
I got my request ready.
Okay, give me a second. I'll step around.
All right, thank you so much.
It's hot in here.
They do not have a public bathroom or any of that good stuff.
Look at all this blue line.
Can I know who I'm giving it to?
This is Shelby.
Shelby. Okay, your role here is
I'm a dispatcher.
dispatcher. Dispatcher Shelby. Thank you so much, Dispatcher Shelby. Appreciate you. All right, you too.
Bye, Shelby. It was cool chilling with you.
Beck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Beck yeah.
All right, so I've said this before many times, especially when talking about audit them, but just in general, all of these guys, Tyrant Terminator, now these guys, whatever, all these guys with their public records requests and their FOIA requests and all of this stuff, when they do get their requests filled and they do get this information, there would be their opportunity to do some kind of journalism, to do some kind of investigative journalism, to dig through the data, to dig through the numbers, to find out anything that they could use to report on. But they don't. They never do. Sometimes I've seen audit them do it. Sometimes they'll get a request and they'll take like a picture of it and post it on their community tab. But that's the extent of it. Like, if you're really working on a story, wouldn't that be it? No, the story is them walking into the building and making the request. Trying to create something out of nothing. Holy poop crap hammer sandwich sauce with Vegemite on top. And a side of pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah, it's unlocked. It doesn't say not to film. So of course, guys are gonna go in.
This is not the one. Is he on the live or are you live?
I'm live. What's in this store?
Do not lock this door.
Oh, wait, you're not locking it. Oh, there's water.
Yeah, you want to see something? You want to see something good? Yes. Use your way into the police
I see you.
So
Wow, I would really love for one of these assholes to tell me what exactly that has to do with exercising the First Amendment. That's gross. That is like icky kind of gross. That is they're both proving to be peeping toms kind of gross. Even more so than normal frauditors. Like that goes above and beyond. And the fact that they want to pretend that this has anything to do with the Constitution and not just flat out admit it's because they're vile human beings. Just all right, let's keep.
Whoa, 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 ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, one of my favorite people in the world has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray is here. All right, welcome to the show. Great, fantastic, wonderful to see you. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, another, look at that. 3 cheers for Ray. Let's go. All right. That's awesome. Great to see you. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Takedown's here. What's up, Takedown? Great to see you as well. Oh my goodness gracious me. Anyway, let's get back to the stupidity. Yeah, I'm liking the Lucid Dream, man. This is a good channel. I like the owl. That's great.
So show the audience what's here, and then we'll walk out the door so the audience can see us come out of the closet. Yeah.
I can promise you no one gay or straight wants anything to do with either one of you.
And we're coming out of the closet. Oh, out of the closet. Smile, you're on camera. I wish that one cop at the security guard at the federal building would do that as well.
Yeah, the cop at the federal building needs a smile from being on camera.
Just going back. I'm gonna go check out the cop car.
All right, guys, we're gonna go check out the cop cars, and that'll probably be it for the live stream. The courthouse is closed, unfortunately. They don't like to work, so they decided to close at 4.
Coming from a jackass without a job, any kind of meaningful employment, nothing.
Oh man, it's so dirty. There we go. It's so hard to the
See
camera
in
focuses on the dirt instead of the inside of the car.
I really feel like they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, I am very disappointed. I would like to file a complaint immediately. I am going to need a complaint form and a supervisor because we did not get to see someone jump in front of a car. And we were promised that someone would jump in front of a car. The big thing is I actually kind of consider this a win. They didn't really get what they wanted. They didn't get what they were after. They didn't get a confrontation. They didn't really harass anybody. So sucks to be them, but kind of a win for society. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see. I'm going to throw this bonus clip here on the end for you. I was watching videos on my personal channel the other day. I was watching. I'm going to throw this little bonus clip on the end for you guys. I was watching prank channels the other day looking for stuff that you guys might like to see. Let me know if you are interested in prank channels. Frauditors are in that same kind of genre, but I don't find these guys to be as offensive. They can be really obnoxious, but I don't find them to be as offensive. They are generally harmless, kind of stupid, but generally harmless. And I ran across this one and thought it was kind of funny, so I'm going to share it with you guys. Have a great night. I will catch you on the next one.
Do you ever put that in people's asses? If not, would you want to try?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. Sorry. Sometimes, guys, you gotta read the memo. Like for instance, can I feel your shins?
What?
Can I feel your shins? They look extremely muscular.
I'm muted. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, here she is, right here, right now. The one, the only, Ray is here. All right, let's go. Oh no. How you doing, hon?
Hey, I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm really, really good now. Glad to see you. Absolutely. I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw yesterday that you were sick.
Yes. Like I was saying earlier, because people were asking about it, it's definitely my allergies. It's just my head felt like it was blowing up even this morning. But I'm way better than I was yesterday. I made sure I took my pills, so I'm okay. I've had to I had to go off screen and mute a couple times because I was blowing my nose and stuff, and I figured these people don't want to watch that. But other than that, I'm all right.
I hear you. When the minute I got back, I don't know if you can hear it, but it hit me. I wasn't even gone as long as you, but
yeah,
man, bam, right in the kisser. I cannot breathe. I'm coughing. My nose. I'm like, what is it about Illinois? As soon as you leave, it's it clears up. You're like, oh, I can breathe. And then you come back and it's like, I can't breathe. I don't know what's good, But yeah, so I'll give you a little bit too. So, because I don't think anybody wants to hear me coughing or like an old man over here. So,
right. Yeah, it's something else. But, no, what's that?
You're all good though.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, like I said, still, I got to remember. Because again, I was gone for so long. I have to remember that this, the way I feel right now, is not it's not like I feel horrible, but being stuffy and runny and all this. that was normal for me when I lived here full time. So now that I'm back, I have to get used to this is going to be my new normal again, you know?
Exactly. I just didn't realize like before I was existing like this. And now I'm like, what? No. How did I exist like this?
Right.
So, yeah. So I got to
Yep.
figure out what I was like you said, I have to figure out what I was doing before to exist like this. And now I'm like, wait, what was I doing before? So yeah, it'll be all right though. I was running like a really big fever yesterday and like just kind of trying to sleep, but they know who they are. Kept
Yeah.
calling me and stuff. Not you, but
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is. We'll survive it. We will.
Yes. Yes. Oh goodness. Yeah.
But,
And
you know,
it's
I want to say hi to everyone because everybody was like, hi, and I didn't want to leave anyone out. So I just wanted to say, like, hi. I don't want to ignore any, I felt bad because everybody started saying hi, and I'm like, oh.
how am I going to keep up? Hello at this. Hello at that. Hello. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, that's great. Well, we're all happy to see you again. I was talking this morning. I said, that because people were asking about you, and I was saying, like, as far as I'm concerned, and I know I've told you this before, but saying to them, I told them, I said, look, as far as I'm concerned, the co-host / producer slot is Ray's slot, period. End of story. That's all there is to it. Whether you're here or not, it's always open for you. Like right now, you just come up whenever you want. Hey, there you go. You're always welcome, of course. It's your spot. You come in and take it whenever you're ready. But like I was saying, I'm not gonna. Well, but I'm not gonna push you or anything. If you're not up to it, you're not up to it. I understand.
Well, yeah. I mean, last week with moving and everything, it like took it out of me. More than I thought it would. It's a long drive, believe it or not, and we did it like bam, bam, bam. You know how that went, and then getting settled in, moving into somebody else's home with rearranging things and getting, where you're going to put this, where you're going to put that. And then it's just been, and then the allergies, it's like, I'm trying to like, just not make myself sicker, so.
Right.
Graham, shut it. Who are you anyway? So that's all it is. I'll be back. I'm for back for sure. So I'm just trying not to be too ambitious and say like, here's what I'm going to be like. Absolutely 100%. I just want to make sure I am fine. And, I learned my lesson on pushing myself. So, yeah, but I know this is my spot when I want it. It's not yours, Graham. I will fight you, Hunger Games style. And yeah, so that's how it went, Chef. I know you were asking. Everything did go smoother than I thought it would. With coming from like halfway across the country, my poor sister, she drove it in like 2 days. And then we did like this quick turnaround, came right back on the road, and then did it back in like what, 3 days, was it?
Yeah.
3 days came back. So I don't know how she wasn't like drop dead exhausted, but her and my nephew split the driving and they each got pulled over, as a lot of know, but they both got warnings. So that was great. But it was really funny because I don't even know where these cops came from. I swear they fell out of tumbleweeds because in Montana, there's like nobody on these roads, like we were the only ones. And I'm like, where was that cop? There's nowhere for them to hide. There's no trees. There's nothing. And I'm like, where the hell was he? Because I was awake. Of course, my sister was awake. She was driving. Hopefully she was awake.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So we were both like, where did he come from? But then immediately, you want to know what she said to me immediately when she got pulled over? She's like, don't record. That's what she said to me. Do not record this. I'm like, oh, damn.
Dang, but that was the first thing I was going to do. This is perfect for my genre.
Right, because he came up on my side of the car, for safety, because he didn't want to get hit by who, I don't know. There was nobody, but he came up on my side of the car, and I'm looking at him like, oh, okay, I'm this close and I can't record. Fuck you, Karen.
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
but and then so I did try and get a picture of him in the rearview mirror, but he had already turned his lights off by then. And I'm like, you just ruined this for me, you know? But I did get
That's awesome.
that. So when my nephew got pulled over again, she's from the back seat going, do not record. And my nephew's like, why? Why can't she record it? You know,
Right.
and so I did get a picture of the cop car with the lights on in that one. So, and again, it was inside of the car. He came up and he told my nephew, you need to get a pair of lighter shoes. My nephew was so mad. He was like, what? Like he didn't get it. And I'm trying
Lead foot, yeah.
And like I'm trying not to laugh, and the cop couldn't look at me because he was gonna laugh if he looked at me. You know,
Right.
so he was trying to just joke with my nephew to put him at ease that he wasn't really going to go hard on him or anything, you know,
Right,
just
right.
wanted to pull him over to slow him down. And, you know, but it was funny because he pulled my nephew over from the left lane. The cop was in the right lane
Oh,
because he knew my nephew wasn't going to want to pass them, but the cop kept slowing down. My nephew kept slowing down. The cop slowed down. My nephew would slow down. And finally, both of them are doing like 40. My nephew's 40 in the left lane. The cop's 40 in the right lane. My nephew was like, well, I wasn't going to pass him. So if he parked in the right lane, I was going to park in the left lane. And he's like, so I had to just accept my defeat and just move over.
right.
It wasn't a video game. Jeez, just move over, you know? So finally the cop just put his lights on, like, get over here. You know, what are you doing?
Right. Oh man, that's great though. That is a great story.
Trifold, but I did tell her the wonders of the trifold because we couldn't find the registration.
Oh.
But she did get a warning, so it was all good. They both did.
Yep.
Yeah, so that worked out.
Yeah, see, because but
I did
I
laugh
thought
at
that,
them both though.
well, you know, according to sovereign citizens and frauditors, that's not possible. Every time they pull someone over, it's so that they can extort money from them. So
I know. So I wonder how. I mean, how did that work? How did they both get warnings if that's the only thing that police want is to, you know, violate your rights and extort money from you?
Right.
Why weren't we all pulled out of the car and beaten and robbed and left for dead with thousands of tickets by our side?
Right.
I mean,
I don't know.
geez.
And in 2 different states.
Right? I mean, how is that possible?
It's
And
almost
our
like
car
it's
towed into
widespread
different-
non-tyranny.
Right. I know. And they wouldn't let me record this tyranny either. First thing she said is, don't record. I'm like, ugh.
The other day I was walking down the street and there was I don't know what was going on, but there was like 4 squad cars and like all kinds, like there was some kind of craziness going on. And the first thing I did was I reached for my pocket and realized I didn't bring my phone. Like, damn it.
Oh, you always have to have your phone. Always have your phone. Have we learned
Yeah.
nothing from these people? If it's just always have your phone.
Right?
I
Oh,
failed.
man.
She wouldn't let me record. I said, Karen, why are you violating my rights? You know what she said to me? You taught me that I can't violate your rights.
Oh, I like that. Yep.
Damn
I'm
it.
just a citizen. I can't violate your rights.
That's right. I'm like, why am I telling you these things?
That's awesome,
Oh,
though.
it's
I
all
like
good.
that.
It was fun. Yeah, we had some fun out there. It's different when you like when we went a different way when we drove to Oregon. So going that way was a whole different experience. And I liked it though, because you get to see more. I saw more of this country moving to Oregon and then moving back I've ever seen. So it was an experience. And I'm glad I had it though. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the kind of thing, you know, because I mean I haven't traveled extensively, but between going to Florida and back here a bunch of times, and I've been to what is that? I've been to Minnesota and all those places. I did that whole thing where I was walking to Canada and all that back in the day. Sometimes when you're traveling, like in the process of it, there are things like, getting tired or getting exhausted, or like you say, sitting in the car all day and it's just not fun or whatever. But there are certain experiences, things you get to see, things you get to do that would never happen otherwise, Yeah. And it's like afterwards you can sit down, think about it, and really appreciate, the good parts,
No, I said to myself, I'm going to appreciate it because My nephew is now 19 years old, and he's at an age where we see him when he's coming in and when he's leaving. And
Yep.
I hadn't seen him in a good 9 months. I had him in the car for 3 days. He couldn't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Yep.
So every chance I got, I was talking to him, and
Yeah.
that's an experience I will cherish, because when do you get to do that when your child is not my child, but he's like my child. I
know what you mean. We know what you mean.
So when do you get that when they're 19?
You know what? And I was actually telling this story earlier this morning. My daughter turned 19 on the 19th, just a few days ago.
Golden birthday.
Yep. But that's the thing is like I was saying, so far since I've been here, again, the first week, they were on a spring break. So the boys were here the whole week. And then the 2 weekends since then, they've been here both weekends. I hope you made it clear that you do not answer questions.
Didn't ask me any, or I would have said I don't answer them.
Right. That's awesome. But anyway, but the point is the way that it's been going. Oh, that's my wife's. Your wife was born on the 19th. All right, Paul. Great. That's awesome.
Happy birthday to your daughter too.
Yes. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. But so the way it's been going is my daughters always drop off the boys. And what they'll do is when they drop them off, all 4 of them will come up here. The girls will hang out for a while, and then the girls will split. But like I said, she's 19, So it's like, even though I came back here to spend more time with the kids, I've been spending more time with the boys than the girls, because the girls they're at that age, and they just want to, the boys, and especially Jackson, if it was up to him, he would just come here, sit on my lap, and never leave ever.
He'd live in your skin if he could.
Yes, exactly. But the girls, they're doing their own thing.
So
whatever.
What it's like. If you can have her in the car for 2 or 3 days where she couldn't go anywhere, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to cherish this, because when you get back, it's just going to be, dropping the boys off and hanging out for a minute and going. It's like, it's going to be back to that. So you're like, I've only got a few days with this child, and now I'm going to find out what's going on in his life. I'm going to, have some fun with them, and, we're going to make fun of other, we're going to people watch, we're gonna have jokes. We're going to, just like we used to. And that's it. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to make some memories. And that's what I wanted. And I cherished it, and we both did. My sister and I both did. So it was a good time. We didn't feel like we were extra tired or anything, because we made an effort to say, we're going to make this fun. And that's what we did. Even though he got pulled over and he was a little bit salty, he still had fun, and that's what we wanted. So.
Right. That's awesome though. That's a great story. I love that. That is great. It's like you say, that time, the whole reason I'm up here, right? Like I didn't see my kids full time. I mean, I came to visit back and forth. They came down there. I came up here, but like being able to see them, I mean, technically I could see them every day, but because they're only 5 minutes down the road, but it's been.
How awesome is that?
Well, this is the thing. And like I was saying earlier, because people were asking about what happened to me, yesterday and all that. And I was telling the story about how I was out for walking for 4 hours trying to take care of all my stuff. Then I finally get here. I lay down in bed, and again, thank you, Uncle Artie. It was beautiful. It was great. It was fantastic. The best air mattress I've ever been on in my life. But then after all that walking, I lay down, go to bed, and my air mattress pops like a balloon.
Oh no, God.
So I'm sleeping on the floor, and then I wake up feeling like hell because of my allergy attack. So it was brutal. But the point I'm making, the reason why I brought that up again is because even though like I don't have a mattress again, and literally I got, the folding chairs you gave me, that's pretty much the extent of all my furniture and everything. All that being said, my goal in life when I was in Florida was to get back here to be close to my kids, and I am. So all that other stuff doesn't even matter.
Hey,
What matters is that I'm back with them.
Exactly. It's like all the things you go through to be with them, it's worth it because
Yes.
that's your main focus. That's your main joy is your children. And it doesn't matter if you have to sleep standing up like a horse. You will, because they're the ones that you're doing it for.
Yes,
All
absolutely.
the uncomfortability, all the things you have to do. You look at them and you don't even remember that you're doing that. You know, sleeping on a floor or sitting on a folding chair or eating ramen noodles. It doesn't matter because they're your kids and that's what you're doing it for. To see their face, to have a child that would prefer to live in your skin if they could. You know, you think I've got to cherish these years because pretty soon they're going to be 19 and they're going to be like, see you later, Dad. You know, and then they come in and, well, I'm going to go to my room, Dad, and play some video games. And it's like, oh, can I see you for 5 minutes? Well, I got to go. They're waiting for me. You know, it's like, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is. It is. It's definitely, you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know, like all the comforts and conveniences.
Although I would love
and all
to
this
see
stuff.
you get furniture so you're comfortable.
Well, yes.
I'm glad you're there. And the difference in you is you can see it. And I told them, I said, wait, you think he's like this now? Wait till you see Hez when he's with his children.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just, I don't like, I think it wasn't here. It was on a different panel, but I think just the other day when they were here over the weekend, I was talking to you guys and then you were there. And then the little guy, he comes over and he's like, I got to say hi. And he came on the air and, you know, we were just playing and wrestling and messing around. I mean, it's great fun. A road trip with Way would be good, but I feel she might tell me off and make me sit in the back.
That is not true. I'm actually nice to road trip with. I let you pick the music. I'm like, let's tell jokes. I'm like really fun to road trip with. Ask anyone really that has done it with me. I navigate well. I'm like, they both wanted me to sit in the front. They're like, no, let her. I want to sit in the back and I want to sit in the back. Let her sit in the front, you know, because she's,
right.
Driver controls all music, everything. You guys get to do whatever you want. I'm just like, hey, I'm easy, you know.
Right out. Hey, you know, one of these days, you know, obviously I was saying earlier that eventually, you know, I plan on going down there to visit you as soon as I can. And who knows, maybe we could take a trip up here, you know, you can hang out here. I'll pick you up. We could come hang out here for a couple of days or whatever. I don't know, in the area. And then, like I was saying, I'm closer to Cupcake now too. So maybe all three of us could meet in person. That'd be great, you know?
Yeah, when she's better, you know, she still has some stuff to go through. And then we'll wait for her to be better before we plan that. But we're like freaking less than an hour apart now. And it's like, still, we're both like, oh, so yeah, how do we do that? Because like, I'm not allowed to drive and you don't get a car. And it's not a straight shot on a train or anything. It's like 9 hours to take a train here. And it's like, what? You're right there and I'm right here.
Yeah. Finally, we're close enough to where it's like, yeah, cool. We can finally meet in real life. And it's like, oh,
like
but
it's not even an hour. By car, it's not even an hour. And yet, okay. Yeah. Before we were like the country apart. And now it's like, okay, we're back in like the same region, an hour apart. And here, like, nope.
Eventually. The sooner the better, but yeah. It's all good. But yeah, that's all part of the plan, the overall plan. Getting everything done. But again, I'm so happy to have you up here again and to talk to you again. It's so nice, you know. Yeah. And obviously, I mean, the fans know, you know, we talk, you know, outside of this, but I always love having you on the show, you know. Yeah, and it's more chill.
Yeah. More chill. And then you know, with the whole Frauditor thing lately, it's been so like just disgusting. You know, that's the only word I can think of for it is I've been catching up and I'm just like, what is going on out there?
Well, when Lizard bludgeoned that dude to a bloody mess,
Oh my God, it made me cry. It literally made me cry. That poor man. I mean, I don't want to go into it, but that poor man.
It's your punishment for saying I don't want to be filmed. Get your head busted open.
Lately, it is your punishment for not wanting to be filmed is you get pepper sprayed or you get hit or you get, literally followed around and stalked by these people. And it's just like, it's getting so violent and disgusting. And fighting against it is such an upward battle,
Did you see Unclean Hands posted? Ron DeSantis in Florida just signed a bill to make a 25-foot rule.
I did. I saw that, and I'm like, finally, Florida. It's like, wow, good for you. And I hope other states see that and see the need for it, and follow suit. I do, because I'm not saying it's wrong to film the police. I'm not saying that at all. So please, when you take the soundbite trolls, I'm thinking it's a good idea. Always go ahead and film if you want to, but there's a way to do it. Yep. And their way is not the correct way. Going up and making yourself part of the situation is not the right way. It's not. So the 25-foot rule, I believe, is fine. When you look at something on the news, they never are within 25 feet. There's a staging area, and it's never within 25 feet. So they get 25 feet. And that to me is amazing. So you should take that and say thanks. You know what I mean? Because your camera they have such quality on these cameras, even camera phones now on your phone that can zoom that far. So you're lucky they gave you 25 feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to say thanks.
Seriously, it's oh, see, there's my cold.
Sorry.
No. This is great. I'm so happy that you're here. You have no idea. But yeah, it is like it gets so frustrating. But
you say the same things over and over. We know what we want to say. We've said it. There's really no new hot takes on it. But it just made me sad. That guy literally made me cry. Because he did not deserve to be beat for not wanting to be filmed.
Right.
And this has to lead to new laws. I mean, I know the street is a public forum. I think it should remain that. But why? Why don't we have the right to say we don't want to be on your camera?
Right.
That has to change.
And this is the thing. It's like it goes back to, and I guess what I was going to say basically is it's the base argument that they always make. Why are they afraid of the camera? It's never the camera that's the problem. Like you say, filming the police. It's not filming the police that's the problem. It's not filming in public that's the problem. It's not the camera. It's the person holding it and the way they act. And he also signed more laws to protect law enforcement and first responders. Let's see. I'm going to film the cops do what Ironton Auditor does. He does it right. Exactly.
Yep. He does.
That's exactly right.
Exactly right. But if you notice, Ironton Auditor does not get the same amount of following because these sick subs, they want to see this. They want to see somebody get bludgeoned. And
they think it's funny.
They think it's funny. They think, oh, well, he shouldn't have grabbed you. He shouldn't have done that. The guy didn't do anything wrong. He just pushed you out of the way. He wants you to follow him around. He didn't want that. And the guy probably doesn't understand. There was a language barrier. There was a whole bunch of reasons why he didn't understand what you were doing.
That's it. If you're
to be beat in the head for not understanding.
If I can either go like this so that I'm not filming you anymore. Oops.
Yeah.
No problem. Sorry, sir. Or beat you over the head with a stick and send you to the hospital. It's my choice not to angle my camera just a few feet. Sorry. I didn't mean to get you on.
Thing. But all three of them had to follow him around and say, oh, but we're trying to get out of your way. Then why do you keep going where he's going if you're trying to get out of his way? Why didn't those police see that?
Yeah. It's California.
And got punished for it.
Yep. That's what that's why I say the frauditors are the real tyrants. Do what we want the way we want it done, or you will be punished. And the punishment is getting more and more extreme, like this example, sending the dude to the hospital.
That's why I'm saying the exact way, Leland, the viewers are the problem because they egg them on. They pay them to do more. It's almost like a dare. Here, I'm gonna give you $100 if you do this. I'll give you $200 if you do that. It's like a triple dog dare you to do this. You know, it's what it feels like to me anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
They're sick. They're sick people.
Yes.
It's an uphill fight, you know what I mean? And there's nothing new I can say about it. There's nothing new anybody can say except that's what it's turning into is violence. So don't tell me not to record you because you could get hurt.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
bad.
Lawmakers that are actually paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them are, but I'm glad there's some.
And also, there's a lot of it has to do with, I mean, when you think about any kind of larger scale criminal type investigations, they always take time because it has to be like gathering evidence. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to get somebody I mean, it's a completely different thing, but just thinking of it in the way these things are handled in general, right? Like if you're trying to bust like a major cocaine dealer, you don't bust them when you catch them with a dime bag. You let that slide. You wait until you catch them, or an 8-ball, you know, you wait until you build a case where you could get the really take them down. You know,
you get the numbers. They have to get the data, the numbers. They have to, see what the whole of the problem. They can't just take one instance and then make the laws. I know they have to see a whole of the problem, and it takes a while.
Yeah,
I get that, but it's been a problem.
Yeah,
it's been a big problem, and in lots of places this has been a problem, and in California especially. So I don't understand why they're not.
Well, California is
They're
just
so lenient on criminals and extra hard on victims, and I just think, what in the hell is going on there?
Yeah,
Maybe we should just
opposite.
Do it for them and knock them into the ocean. I mean, no offense to anybody in California, but move out of there, because if you don't want to be a victim and then turn into the criminal, get out of there, man, because they don't care about you.
Are you saying that Lex Luthor was right?
Yes. Knock it, just get them out, because you know what? They are backwards. They're very backwards in their view of things. I don't know why they coddle a criminal and go very hard on the victim of the crime. Let's turn this around and blame the victim and coddle the criminal. It doesn't make any sense to me in any way I can think about it.
Right. Well, like my favorite example that I love to use, because I'm still actually there's two, but one specifically because I was so flabbergasted when I saw it. I did extra research and found out that this is real. In San Francisco, there are areas where they have street signs. When you park, you'll have the sign right there saying leave your windows open so that the criminals don't have to go through the trouble of breaking your window to steal your stuff.
That's true. They do tell them that. Leave your windows down, or else you're going to have to keep repairing them.
Yeah.
And people do. They leave their windows down and they tell people don't visit San Francisco anymore. Don't.
Right. So don't try to stop the criminals. Just make it easier for them.
But I will tell you, Portland is not as bad as they make it out to be in the media.
Right.
Well, I mean, around with criminals and all that. But I will tell you this, Portland, Oregon, and as a whole, a lot of the things that they decriminalized before are being recriminalized.
Right.
Because they realized with a quickness what a bad freaking idea that was.
Right. Well,
yeah.
Well, one of the things what I was going to say, like with the Portland thing, and I mean, this is true even I'm sure with Chicago, right? Like you and I, like I'm sure if we went there, we would know where to go and where not to go. You know what I mean? It's not nothing but horrible everywhere.
Even like in Chicago, there's places you just don't go. And then there's
Right.
places you can go, but I would say in Chicago, just don't go at night anywhere anymore.
Oh,
he's agreeing
freaking
with that.
media. Freaking media's most recent video is him auditing Chicago.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
All of Chicago?
Well, no, I mean he's in
Yeah.
Chicago doing his auditing.
Here's Tones.
Toads, as someone from California, I have to say you guys are right. Our state is too damn soft on crime. That's exactly right.
Yeah, sorry, Tones. I mean, I'm not meaning to offend, but just don't be somebody who's a victim of any kind of crime there, you know, because you will then become the one who's at fault. Like, it's your fault. You became, you know, why did you get in their way, you know?
Yeah, right.
You should not have.
How many Frauditor videos have we seen, especially like from SGV, where the person who got pepper sprayed is the one getting arrested?
Yeah. It's, well, why'd you bother them? You know, why did you touch their camera?
Right. Boy. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. Like, I mean, I've had to go into Portland many times for all the specialists I saw. And it's
Right.
not bad, like they say. It's not. People
You got to
are
be
like,
in the right areas. Yeah.
yeah, like any other city, though. It's like any
Mhm.
other city. They're going to have your places where it's more, it's bad, and you're going to have your areas where it's fine. You know, it's like anywhere else, though. Just
Right.
it made the news because of that incident, you know, and everybody thinks all of Portland is like that. You know what I mean? And it's really
Right.
not. But a lot of people are like, let it have that image because then it keeps out, you know, people.
Right.
Yeah, people don't come
Well,
here.
and again, like you said, even with that being said, they're starting to change the laws back because the decriminalization thing. They realized, like, I've always felt this way. Even like, if I went to jail for kicking a frauditor's ass, my mugshot would be me smiling with 2 thumbs up. My calls from jail would be less boring than Chili's.
Right? Same. I wouldn't care if I went to jail for that. I would take my first charge for that. And you're right. I'd be smiling ear to ear. I wouldn't call a dang soul for bail. I'd be waiting to see the judge because,
Right.
you know.
Do you know what these guys do? I got this book for you. It's called The Frauditor's Handbook. You should read it sometime.
Right? I would be telling everybody about what I did. I'd be telling everybody about them.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to learn about these guys, man. You got to be ready. Yeah, but it is hard. Like when Cool Clearwater got that image because of those weekly incidents. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for Ray.
Well, I wanted to tell you something real quick that I did.
Yeah.
Doc and I, Doc, we were talking, and I got curious about, you know how Tyrant Terminator is trespassed from all the DMVs here in Illinois?
Yeah.
I got curious, like how many people are actually trespassed from all the DMVs here? So I did a FOIA request the other day for that information. I went back 5 years in current to see how many people are trespassed from the Secretary of State's in Illinois from 1 day up to lifetime trespasses. So I haven't gotten the information yet, but I'm curious, like how many? Like, are there that many people that have been trespassed? You know?
I'll tell you what, when you get that, let me know, because I always complain that these guys fill out these FOIAs and never report on the information they find. So let me know, and we'll do a special. It'll be great.
Yeah, because I got curious, and he got curious too. So I I did it with the Secretary of State Police because I figured they're the ones that keep that record.
Right.
And I know in Illinois you have to go to the public body that holds a request, despite what frauditors say. You have to go to the public body that holds those records. They will come back to you if you go to the wrong one and say, sorry, you got to go to the public body that holds those records. So I went directly to the Secretary of State Police. I didn't get anything back saying, go to the public body. So I figured I went to the right place.
Nice. Sounds good. Oh,
when
yeah.
I get it, I will let everybody know how many have been trespassed from 1 day to lifetime in the past 5 years and then current. So
Wouldn't it be funny if Tyrant Terminator was the only name on the list?
yeah, because I didn't ask for names. I just asked for numbers. Like
Well,
how
right.
many. Because I don't think they'll give me the names.
Yeah, but I mean, if it was one,
And we know who it is.
yeah,
So I mean,
that's
what is
hilarious.
it? Like I know somebody could kick up a fuss because they might not have the right paperwork. They get upset. They waited in line too long. So they might say, get out of here. You could come back the next day. You know what I mean? But
Right.
that's why I did 1 day to lifetime, because I'm curious. Like, how many people have a lifetime or a year, or what does it take? Like, you really have to do something bad like he did to go like get a whole lifetime ban, you know. Let's see. Well, let's see what it says. I'll let you guys know, and we'll, Doc, of course, we'll let him know. We'll follow up with that. So I want to let everybody know that I did that FOIA request, and unlike them, I will be reporting on that information when I do get it. So I will update you as when I know anything.
And that's, again, so important that they don't ever report on it. And like I was talking about it just earlier today. Like one time I saw, because we were watching a video where they were doing the FOIA requests and all that. And one time I saw Audit them take a picture of something he got and put it on his community tab, but that's not reporting on it. That's not doing anything with it. I've never thought about that. I'm in Central Illinois. I've never seen any jackasses here. Well, that's good.
Let's hope they stay out of your area. We have Audit them up here.
Yep. Yeah, he loves going to Cook County. That's his favorite.
Well, we know there's one tone. There's a Tyrant Terminator audits. He got trespassed from all of them.
But I like the way he says it. It should be 0 because you can't be trespassed from public property
without breaking a law.
Right.
Have I broken a law?
I have to go in there and rob the joint before you can ask me to leave. If you rob the joint, there's going to be a bigger problem than asking you to leave at that point.
Right. Yeah, besides the trespass. I mean, I think you're probably going to be trespassed off to jail because you robbed the joint.
And they'll end up dismissing the trespass and charging you on the robbery.
That's why I love when they say a security guard's job is to observe and report. Like, what if you were literally robbing the place? The security guard's supposed to stand there and like observe it and then report on it later. Like, yeah, I observed the robbery happening and here's what I saw. No, that is not their job, you stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you're right though. Like you have somebody got somebody on the ground and they're ground and pounding them, and you're supposed to just sit there and watch.
Because my job is to report. No, that's not their job. They're security guards.
Their job is to secure the location. Hence security.
Hope they don't use case law for Cordova v. US. There was one who did to yes.
I did that. I covered it.
Yep. We do have great festivals and celebrations Saturday. We celebrate King's Day because it's our King Willem. I don't want to say that wrong. His birthday. Okay.
King Willem.
News Network. Hey, Dan.
Hello.
I don't want to say. Is it Willem?
Yeah, King Willem of. I think he's Dutch. I think she's Dutch.
Yes, I just don't want to say Willem wrong. Is it? Yeah. They say names wrong all the time.
Like Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Who's a great actor, by the way.
Yes. This is true.
Observe and report makes him useless. The frauditor is saying that instead of please don't beat me. Oh man.
Willem Alexander.
Nice.
That's a powerful name if you think about it. It sounds really
yeah.
powerful. Willem Alexander. I like that name. I really do.
Yeah, that'd be a great stage name.
Exactly, because it's like tech presence, you know.
Mm. Nice ring to it.
Thank you, person.
Oh my goodness. Now, when you showed up, I kind of got out of the chat. What did he say?
Oh, he just put the link for Tone's channel.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any of my links up or anything. I just popped in unexpectedly because I didn't want to leave anybody out who was saying hi to me, and I felt like you know, so I wanted to come up, say hi, you know.
Yes.
To everyone, you know.
Well, that's beautiful. Of course, so happy to see you. Oh, always. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, and hey, you ended up giving me you know, we're at 3.5 hours now, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to stretch it out to 3. So thank you.
So there you go. Glad to help.
Excellent. Absolutely. You're always so helpful. It's so awesome. It's so great. And that's why you're the best. Ray, every day. Hip, hip, hooray for old Ray. And in fact, 3 cheers for Ray. Yes. I'm sorry. The 30th anniversary of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, they've been playing 24-hour Space Ghost reruns, so I've been watching some, and he always does that same pose, like, yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. Is that what you're up to? Okay.
Well, no, playing, you know. I love my Space Ghost Coast to Coast. So anyway, that all being said, was there anything else you want to talk about before we end the show?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Are you going to hang out after I sign off for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll hang out for a bit. Yeah, I'll hang out. Hi, JC.
Right.
It's good to see you.
Yes, absolutely. Tones, glad I got to catch you guys live. Always working.
I didn't know she was here. Hi. The real
Will
the real shoulds please stand up? I didn't know you were here.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we got the best fans in the world. You guys know who you are. The Rash family's in full effect. I love you guys. All right. So I guess we'll wrap it up there. You want to say goodbye to everybody, Ray?
Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys soon again. Probably, for sure. I'll be back next week, for sure. I'm very sure about that. Very sure. I should be well rested by then. Love
Excellent.
you guys. Miss you.
Yes. All right, guys. We love you. So glad that you're here. So glad that Ray came up. Love you guys. Best fans in the world. Thank you for joining us. And as always, as you know, at the end, I can't pull up the Elvis gnome because he's in Florida, but I could show his picture. Yeah. I'm all shook up.
If there's one thing that always makes you throw up, it's my dartboard on the ceiling.
No matter where I go, I like to take a ukulele with me.
That way, whenever someone asks me if I play an instrument, I say, I play a little guitar. If there's one thing that always makes you